And once again, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last time we explored this kind of area out this way. We unlocked a bunch of doors. We explored all this. There were some traps we had to finagle. We had to do a bunch of stuff, and we did manage to find a council, a terminal that was not fully decommissioned, that allowed us to reactivate the elevator. Or at least sort of reactivate it. Let's see how it's doing. I think it's going to be behind here. Never mind, it's locked. Must be a way to unlock it from somewhere. Now, that's a little bit awkward, because here I was thinking that was the way forward. I wonder if we go back the way we came, if there was maybe another direction out here we could go. Although, yeah, this I think is the elevator. So yeah, let's probably backtrack. Unless there was anything else in this kind of hub part of the level we're in right now. Because yeah, I was actually thinking this would be the way to go. It said it's open. Or I guess the action says to open. So let's go back. I think it's over this way. So let us agile over this thing, I think. Bodyguard. Was it this over here? Or maybe it was over this way? One of these we had to jump over. Here we go, here we go. Athletics, there we go.
Impossible for this old officer.
I think we already inspected all the bad guys. Maul beyond the forest beyond. Yeah, that's I remember reading that last time, and we were able to assume that that is like a sign of warp shenaniganry. And being fused with improvised weapons is weird. Yeah, that's a sign of some warp fuckery, warp shenaniganry. Let's actually talk to this guy. Maybe he has something new for us now that we've like explored a whole bunch. Maybe not. This elevator's on now, or at least maybe we can turn it on. Maybe that's what that means. Control rod is required. Oh, right, that whole thing. Well, we do have a bunch of stuff. We do have a bunch of stuff. Phylactery of blood. And a sample from the other Navigator. We've got a bunch of encrypted like data logs about their communications. We got a flesh sample. We got a meteorite chunk. We got a bunch of stuff kind of like related to all these other things. Is there a quest item section? Notable. I guess these are all notable, yeah. Okay, so that means I think we have to. Didn't he say we had to go into a lab area in order to construct this device? Let's actually check the quest log real quick. Beat the warp creature. Oh wait, no, that was Navigator, protect him. Okay, yeah, that was the stuff up here. Yeah, I want to know about. We talk about this one? No, I cannot. The guide. Heck. Was it this one? Here we go, here we go. So power is restored. There's a laboratory. Because we have a blood, we have sacred mechanisms. Okay, so we have to find what I mean, there were things that were laboratory looking that we saw earlier. Let's keep looking around. Maybe there was something I had an opportunity to interact with and I missed it. I feel like I'm usually pretty good about, you know, watching for obvious clickable thingies.
Keep your wits about.
As we have, I think, all the ingredients for what we need. Like, this is, I wouldn't exactly call this a laboratory. This is more of a, well, I mean, maybe up here. Maybe is that like a ladder we can climb, actually? Like, I'd call this more of like a work area. Workstation, work area. This is sort of a. I wouldn't call that a laboratory either. Let's keep looking around. There must have been something I forgot that, like, was only clickable when I was a certain distance away. There's all those people who are very sad and very injured. And there's this thing. Upon inspecting, we were like, yep, that is some warp evidence for sure.
I always have a
back into this area. I wonder if we were supposed to use this. Let's awaken it real quick. Yeah, there's no like use laboratory stuff. How am I liking it so far? I am liking it. I am liking it. I was actually just talking to a friend of mine before I started the stream. He had also asked me about the game because he saw I was playing it. Whenever I go live on, whenever I launch the game on Steam, it shows a pop-up. Super Hobbit's playing Warhammer Rogue Trader. So, keeps resetting your commands. I'm gonna try all of them. Oh, did that one actually work? Oh my god. You really had to just try a random entry to make that door open. I bet that's the laboratory. That's ridiculous. Although, let's keep that as a lesson. Let's keep that as a lesson. If you see something that seems opaque like that and there's a bunch of options, you should still try them. The reason I didn't try all of them is because I clicked one of them last time and it kicked me out to the previous menu. I just assumed that meant nothing had happened. But yeah, it does. If there's clearly, especially for a main quest thing like this. Oh, but now I can't like leave. Oh no. What I do? I did the 4-letter word one. I think there we go. The 4-letter word. Maybe that's exit. Maybe I just happened to get unlucky. Yeah, maybe when I thought I was being clever and I clicked the 4-letter word one, maybe that like booted me out because that was the exit command. But anyway, so that is also emblematic of how I could see this game not being for everyone. This game is dense. It is pretty unforgiving in a number of ways, and it's sometimes a bit hard to navigate. Now, I'm not afraid of clunky, hard to navigate games. You know, I love me some Morrowind. The epitome of bullshit clunk and jank in an RPG. That's, of course, a real-time RPG, real-time third-person exploration RPG. Not exactly a CRPG by definition. I mean, it is an RPG you play on a computer, but not a computer RPG. You know what I mean?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
So I'm willing to stick through this, you know. I'm willing to continue, but I could see how this could lose some people because again, it's a bit tricky to navigate, and there's just so much dialogue, so much lore, so much stuff to sift through, and the systems are not easy. I'm still trying to figure out certain aspects of combat. You saw I very easily committed to a perk or to a feat for two of my characters. That was not a good choice. There is a way to respect, but it costs resources to do so. It's tough. It's tough, and it's not always nice to the player. But it is yeah, I'm with Aleph. 90s RPG, yeah. It's old school, all right, for sure. All right, so I'll take another data crypt. I don't know if we need all these things, but I'll freaking take them. Cost extension of reagents. This is a laboratory, all right. Somebody was trying to destroy shit, maybe. Well, too bad for them. They done fucked up. I can examine it, but I don't have the best Medicae. What this? Flesh sample. Not mutated flesh, regular flesh. I'm guessing we're gonna find like a summary log of shenanigans that went down here. Biogel and black water. And unidentified acid. Foul-smelling, hissing liquid. I'll take it all. I don't know what we're going to do with all these things, but I'll take it. I'm hoping we'll be able to find something that gives us some instruction on what exactly we're supposed to do with all these things. There's some chaos bullshit. I think you're probably not incorrect. I think you are probably very much correct. I'm going to keep exploring before I start to putz with this thing, because I don't know if I want to commit to something without exploring all possible options. Also, are there peoples in here? It looks like they're either breathing. Oh, no, they're not. I mean, they may or may not be breathing, but they're definitely like floating. So they might be alive. Unclear. Oh, there's a dead guy down there. Possibly mutated, maybe? He's got the Bruce Banner, like, torn legs, no shirt kind of thing. As if, like, he had mutated out and hulked out. There's Lady Cassia's medical person. We should definitely talk to her and probably just explore this area in general. Are you gonna be nice, lady, or are you gonna like try to murder us or some shit? Rank the control rod. I'm gonna just go for goods first. Lady, you're doing okay, right? You don't mind if I just kind of collect some things first? She's doing fine. She's having a nervous breakdown, but she's fine. She's a tough gal. Research notes. So I'm not gonna read this word for word, but I will do a quick little briefing. The child, right. We learned about the child last time. And its frequent tantrums. Corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts unusually to the crystals produced from the Winter Scale dynasty. Let's grind it down to catalyze the reaction. Don't use acid. Tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. Bless the crypt down in Africa. 41, okay. Okay, dokay. No longer necessary to remain to the device while waiting for the reaction to start. Cool. Very good. Remind technomats to deliver the sacred mechanism. Okay. I'll take it. For now. Alright, and more goods here. Same thing here. I'm going to do a quick perusal. Psycho-emotional state of various representatives of the Imperium. So the lowborn exhibit signs of acute stress. Adorable. Just a little cute. Many of them perished of bloodlust within a day, being placed in the laboratory chamber because they couldn't halt the discharge of ocular secretions, tears, and the body's subsequent replacement of these secretions with the connective tissue of its internal environment. Did they cry themselves to death? Or was it like blood eyeball stuff? Greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance, died several chronoturns later. Extensive wounds to the abdomen, inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death caused by strangulation with the subject's own intestines? Don't like that. Their final shouts exhibited concerns over abominable tentacles and void worms, hallucinations prescribed to their own internal organs. What about the ladies? Die within an hour. Good. Great. Great news. Most of their tongue... Ooh, Jesus fucking Christ. Stuff is fucked up, man. Some test subjects lack the physical strength to separate it from the rest of their skill. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Severe head injuries. Yep, that would do it. That would do it. What about a paralyzed patient who lost the ability to speak due to the shock caused by a man-vector... Blah, 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 blah. Test subject noted a tingling sensation in the deteriorated tissue. The test subject smiled and started humming. Carry a plebeian tune. Attempted to address a servant who brought him food. Lengthy conversation prohibitive due to his lack of a tongue. It's not too bad, actually. What's up, Flyfinger? We are indeed trading some rogues. Or I guess I am the rogue who trades. Defective offspring of Arcilio. Oh, that's spicy. Unfit for studying the high art of navigation. Mutation of tissue, recovery installation, blah, 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 blah. They display an overall feebleness in the mind. Test subject mirrored the child's actions for 3 days. On the 4th day, the child became upset after hearing the news about the untimely demise of Amos Cantarelli. Officer of personal guard. One of the test subjects peeled away several layers of tissue from her face and died from the resulting massive heart attack. So when they like had like an empathetic bond with the child, but it was like several orders of magnitude magnified. Last surviving test subject was executed for attempting to contact the child. I don't know who this child is. I don't know what this is. What's going on here? But shit is fucky wucky. They lost their minds. Please don't kill me. Yeah, there's some shit going down, alright. Alright, well, let's... Do I want to save before I attempt anything? Maybe I should. I don't know what I'm about to get myself into, but we have to, like, rebuild this control rod device. Lord help whatever we're about to do. I'm gonna save here. And we're going to roll the dice here.
I always get the job done.
Synthetic amniotic fluid pools across the floor. Okay, so it's... Yeah. Amniotic fluid. Isn't that the afterbirth? Isn't that the discharge from the afterbirth? So maybe... So I guess that would imply then that somebody broke out. Maybe that's the child. Maybe this is where the child was held. Hard to say. It's probably upstairs. Whatever's going down, it's probably upstairs. Transducer, but I hardly even know her. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to reread the notes then for some of these. Control rod. Oh. Did we just do it? 10 minutes. I think we just did it. We got the control rod. We used his holy blippity bloops. So we got the control rod. Did a crypt. Right. Tissue flask. We have a couple tissues. Not the mutated, but the regular stuff. Well, I mean, we can try to do this now. We don't have reagents. I don't know if that's a problem or not. Let's double check these notes here. Unless we need to get this thing repaired. Well, let's see. 41 okay for the calculated number of chrono turns. So I think that means we use this one. Which was not the most recent one we picked up. That was the most recent one. Oh no, well, yeah, that is, but that's one's not mentioned here. Like if we want to recreate this experiment. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I did just save, obviously, so we can probably get a little spicy. We know not to use the acid under any circumstances. Let's just experiment a little bit. So the priest blessed the rains down in Africa. They also blessed 41 okay. I don't think this one was ever repaired. So 41 okay. This one. Okay. And if I needed to, I could come back and switch it out. So it's not locked in forever. What else? Corrupted flesh of the mutant reacts unusually. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? We'll find out. It's unusual. That can make it interesting. So tissue, either mutated or non-mutated. Let's go mutated for a bit. What else we got? Data crit. We already did that one. Catalyst. I think they said grind it up. They just said don't use acid. Go for something more basic, which would probably be the purified water. Yeah, I don't know if I trust that guy. The opposite of an acid is a basic solution. Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming they want this one. And then the transducer. I think it's the crystal? Let's see. The crystals we purchased, right. Psy crystal. Probably. Maybe. We do good? It, like, did a blippity bloop. Did we do a blippity bloop? We have... Did we get something for our efforts? We got crystal dust. Cool. I don't know if I did a good thing or not. I really don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. Now the good news... Oh, wait, maybe I was supposed to leave that in there. Oh. No, I guess I was not. So I put that one in there too. Oh, we had the meteorite chunk too. So maybe we could do this a few times then. So you have a few options.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Let's try it with a bunch of transducers. The transducers juicers. So we're juicing it. Adamantite dust. Okay. And then meteorite chunk. Alrighty. Alright. The fact that we're getting like little black screen transitions tells me that we're not doing anything bad, right? Did Alex do a good? Or maybe this thing is independent of all this. This is just grind. They were saying, yeah, like you use this to grind it up. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You use this tool to grind it up, and then they say you grind up the samples for when you use the reagent. Yes, there's the reagent. So, Which one do we use? In the name of science. All right, so I think what we were doing there is harmless. There's no way we can fuck shit up. This is potentially where we could fuck shit up. Now, I don't know if we want to wait, because there's nobody in here right now. Yeah, maybe I should hold up. Maybe I should hold up. So if I do this now, I'd hate to, like, waste the thing. But presumably the game wouldn't force me to waste it. Maybe we're creating something. You know what? Throw caution to the wind. Let's try it out. Try it up. So this one we can't do anything with. It's all a matter of the reagent. Crystal dust, adamantite dust, or meteorite dust. Did the log say which one? So it says, finally grind the reagent to catalyze the reaction. I think it's the crystals. I think it's the crystals. Cristal, like the champagne. Activate. Alright, well. Lessons were learned. Now, do I don't know if I want to, like, save scum too much here. But my curiosity knows very few bounds. I'm gonna roll back the time for a second. It is unforgiving. It is unforgiving. I want to see if that happens all the time, or if it happens some of the time, or like I said, or if I shouldn't be fucking with this at all. Because that container was empty. I can't tell if we're producing something. In all fairness, we did produce something. Small explosion, but something regardless.
That's how it's done.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to make another kind of manual save. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and remake the control rod for one thing. I'll make another manual save. I'm kind of surprised I don't make one here before we try that again. But I will go ahead and transduce things, because that's real easy. You gotta read, Aleph. I thought I had read everything. Maybe there was something I'd missed. Maybe there was something I'd missed. I'm definitely gonna read through it again to see what it was that I missed, because there was probably something there. Also, Irishman, it's good to see you, buddy. Also, Farsight, I see you. Farsight's over here judging me for my save scumming sins. I don't really, like, usually I try to minimize save scumming if I can help it. I'm legitimately surprised that like, yeah, if you don't make a save beforehand, you could potentially break this thing, and whatever this is could be irredeemable. This is what I think. Yeah, exactly. It was science. That's right, Farsight. Exactly, Irishman, exactly. Because what I was originally thinking, like looking at the tissues, they were saying it reacted unusually with the corrupted flesh. Mutated, corrupted flesh. Does that mean in a cool way or in a not good way? With the crystals, they said. That's why we used the crystals. Maybe I shouldn't use the crystals and the unusual flesh sample. Maybe we should use the clean stuff. The data crypt one was a little bit also tricky, because they said 41OK has been blessed. We're in good shape. But then they say 40KO malfunction, and we need to deliver it to the homies to be blessed. I don't know if that means it ever actually happened. Hey, what's up, Michael? PP is loving. Yo, the song was actually stuck in my head earlier today as well. I need to show it to my wife, because I should show my wife my PP. I should show my wife the PP video. It's a very good one. Yeah, what I think I do, what my boss thinks I do, what society thinks I do, Farsight. Yeah. But the rogue trader system, just in general, is tough. I think you're probably right, Irishman. You probably know more about it than I do. You can probably tell I'm kind of a greenhorn when it comes to Warhammer in general. I didn't even know that there was such a thing as a rogue trader system. Apparently there's like a tabletop system of some variety that is based on, that this is based upon, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, so I'm thinking that means that 41 okay is still okay. 41 okay is indeed okay. So we're going to roll with that as the assumption. Catalyst flask. They said the... All right, they were saying don't use the acid, please. They said please don't use the acid. So I take that to mean the purified sample is probably all right. And then the reagent is the crystals, I'm assuming. So let's do all that. Let's do all that. And let's save. Again, I won't like hammer this too hard. And there's also very possible that there are written materials we've yet to find. There's no broken bridges yet. We could always come back and try more things if need be. Oh, except I just realized it's locked in right now. Oh, heck. It's locked in. And it blows it up again, yeah. So... Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have saved right then, because that was right before all that shit, yeah. Autosave would have been a while back. I think it might be Bork now. Because that autosave would have been, I think, a little bit beforehand. If that's showing me the map screen. Yeah, so it's probably not worth it then. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it would have been nice to have figured out what was going on there. Oh well, that's okay. We roll with it. We roll with these things. And we can go back to the elevator, because now we have the crystal. The rod, that is. We got this thing. The crystal, the control rod. The control Rodney. Off we go. That's a pretty good summary, honestly, Michael. Yeah. Man, so many systems, Irishman. Yeah, I had no clue. I just thought of just the one Warhammer 40k system. Didn't get very far, necessarily. It seems like it's pretty involved. Control rod is required. Well, I got the control rod.
To be made.
Maybe I place it somewhere. Or do I give it to the guy? Here we go. I have some extra characters on standby. That makes sense. That makes sense. So he's starting to get a little bit better. Brought the activation rod. That's right. Don't mind me spending a bunch of time trying to apply science in a laboratory and blowing shit up. And she starts spouting nonsense, which means that there's some shit ahead, most likely. Yeah. What is it? Tell me more. Yeah, we can't really make heads or tails of what she's saying. What kind of tribes do you like the most? Sounds like we have some tough choices ahead. Okay, thank you, Irishman. It sounds like you know this game pretty well, Irishman. I appreciate that you probably knew what the solution was, but you were also you let me cook. Kind of literally, you let me cook and blow up the meth lab, and you know what? I respect that. I respect that, because sometimes we got to do our own fuck ups. Sometimes we got to do our own mistakes here. What build am I going for? I don't really know. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Right now, my guy is a sniper rifle. Or he's not a sniper rifle. He is a sniper, just because that's like one of the starting weapons you get. It's working out pretty well so far. But yeah, I haven't like really narrowed in on what kind of... I mean, I can say right now he's an operative. He's an operative character, and I like the exploit system. I'm enjoying that a lot. So I'm like trying to utilize that more and also, you know, be good at shoot, basically. But Auto Exec, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, how is this how is this hammer that is warring? How's this war that is hammering? Giggling nastily, she says. No, I'm liking it. We were saying earlier, this game is unforgiving and complicated and quite dense. I'm liking it so far, though. I'm liking it so far, yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that, Irishman. Your consideration is very appreciated. Very much appreciated. Because I don't know if you yourself stream, or if you've like been in that kind of situation where like you've got someone hanging with you who knows the solution. It's like sometimes it's fun to fuck up a little. Sometimes it's fun to have some mistakes, and it's how we learn, right? It's how we learn. The operatives are pretty cool, yeah. It seemed the most interesting because you get shoot person and then like stab person. It's like, all right, those are pretty simple. But operative was like the weird one. I was like, yeah, give me the weird thing. I like weird shit. So tearing off the masks is my concern, she says. I did not understand a single word. I'm honest. I'm honest, yeah. Give it a shot. Yeah, I'm liking it so far, Michael. I can't really speak to how this compares to other Owlcat games. This is developed by Owlcat, which is the same studio that made the Pathfinder Steam games. So, Wrath of the Righteous and Kingmaker. I've heard both of those games are quite good, and I've also heard that they're both, that they both run better. Apparently, this game has a number of bugs that some of which we've witnessed firsthand. Apparently, Owlcat Studios has this happen where they'll launch a game, it'll be very good, but it'll be kind of buggy at launch, and they will eventually smooth out those bugs, but it's like you want to wait a little bit, wait for some patches, wait for them to iron out some stuff. So, I don't know how good those games are, but I've heard they're pretty good from from other people at least, and that they're a smoother experience. And of course, the big game that everyone compares this to right now, at least, is Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played that either, so I mean, I'm sure that's probably the better game, but for what this is, I am enjoying it. Yeah, and a chapter 2, that's awesome. That's awesome, Irishman. I got a ways to go. I know I'm pretty far behind, but I'm trying to get through it. But I'm also not trying to rush, obviously. I'm not trying to rush. Although I definitely do have a vested interest in at least getting to chapter 2, because we are playing this game via dare drop, and I'm trying to unlock some dares. And if we unlock some dares, we unlock some extra Steam keys to give away to you, the devoted audience. And some of the dares are summarized in that text blob. But once we get to chapter 2, we'll have to stick to one of 3 decision wheel choices for the entirety of that chapter. All right, so I have questions. Yes. Yeah, what's this child? I really want to know. Something should have been left alone. So that is Lady Cassia. Okay. She is the child. I thought she'd be a woman, like an adult. But fuck do I know, right? Anomalies of the warp. There you go, Five Finger. There you go. Some buggy stuff. Yeah, I've heard that as well, that the later parts of the game is where things get a little bit clunky. I'm in the early parts, so I'm in no rush, and I do know that they are issuing patches on a fairly regular basis. So I know they're trying at least. Alright, so it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some we actually want to be able to talk. Most corpses I discover are either unarmed or feeble. The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. I'll say that one. Servants could plan a coup. The senior officers were butchering people. Okay. Assume the security systems. Yeah. So there's 2 keepers. So Theobald is the one who threw shit through the ring. Threw a wrench in the plans here. Every 2 to 3 days. They are, madman. They are. I'm grateful that they're doing that. Of course, like a lot of us, it's like, man, couldn't they have just held off on launching and like really polish this thing first? But, you know, maybe their publisher was knocking on the door. Hard to say. Because you know how it is, man. Baldur's Gate 3 is popping off. It won a bajillion awards across a bajillion publications. It did well in the Game Awards. There's all this high-profile praise and accolades that the game has won. All these other developers, or at least publishers, are looking around going, yo, how do we get that Baldur's Gate 3 money? We want that kind of visibility. So maybe the publisher was like really whipping him into shape saying, hey, get this game out the door. We want that money. So I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, it's a weird circumstance, but them's the breaks. Just how it goes. First part is better than the last part. That's interesting. I did not know that. Getting lots of patches too. Of course, that was an early access for a good while too. And maybe that's part of it too. This game I don't think had an early access. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Michael, exactly. You know all too well. Let it cook until 2024, but they're trying. They're probably doing the best they can, right? It's always compromises, you know? That's how corporations are. I'm a software developer, I get it. I have been told by the upper management to plug my nose and do things I don't feel great about. But it's like, all right, that's the compromise. That's just how it goes. Like, so many times I'll be talking with my team lead and we'll have a decision where we have 2 ways to implement this. Do we do it the quick way that'll appease upper management and will get what we need to be, what needs to get done, but make it harder to maintain over time and be like a pain and a headache for like a year or two from now, or the next person has to work on this? Or do we do it right? And do we do it in a way that we'll feel good about, will be easier to maintain, but might take a little bit longer? Dare say we might actually have to extend a deadline. Oh, scary. You already know. You already know what option we always have to stick with, and it's never the one that we want to do, but you know, it's a mantra. Them's the breaks. It's a thing I say to myself all too often. We just roll with it. So anyway. So sure enough, Theobald is the one who's balling out of control over here. And we read through a bunch of stuff. We were rifling through papers. We were listening to logs. We were looking at browser history. We were looking through their Pornhub search history. We were seeing some wild shit in their laboratory. Their Pornhub results, by the way, very, very simple. Very chill. Just MILFs and hentai. Real banal stuff. You'd imagine some of the multi-orifice demons we were fighting earlier. You'd think these Warhammer guys would be into some fucky shit, but no. MILFs and hentai. Real, like, vanilla shit. I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping to write down some suggestions to learn about some new fetishes. Maybe next time. So, recording of a private conversation. So, the security report. Which I'm thinking we'll be able to talk about both of these things. Neglecting the security protocols. Ooh, do we want to be attacky? Do we want to be attacky, maybe? See, the station could have initiated the self-destruct protocol. Ooh. This one. Do that one. Don't have the patience for it. I mean, it's the kind of thing where it's not as hard as some people might think, or like as complicated necessarily. And there's so many other disciplines that require a fuck ton of patience, probably even more so. And I know Michael can attest to this. My buddy Moonspine over here, he can attest to this, where it's like, yeah, there are times where patience has to be exercised, but it's a discipline like many others. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if by being a software developer it's a sign that I'm any more virtuous than anybody else. I can be an impatient prick. Ask any of the regulars here. Sometimes I get too antsy. They do make quality stuff. Just gotta wait 6 months. Yeah, just wait for them patches to roll out. A one-line PowerShell blurb. Hey, that can be more complicated. That can be that can like put you above, you know, when it comes to coding and scripting. That can put you above the experience levels of a bunch of others, more than you might think. PowerShell and command line stuff, that's more involved than you might think it is, compared to like what other people are capable of doing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some baseline stuff. Come on. Miss me with that basic shit. If you talk to me when they're like doing inflation fetish shit, then we'll talk. Time and practice, yeah, it's a discipline, much like anything else. College helps. Oh yeah, for sure. Michael and I, we had some really good professors. He's an old college buddy. We had some really good instructors and professors in college, so we were pretty lucky. We also had some ones that were, you know, yeah, just kind of teach yourself a little bit more. That's how it had to go. But anyway, we pointed out that Theobald couldn't have, at least by himself, initiated the self-destruct protocol. And then he's like, wait a second, are you trying to imply that I did the thing? Keep these slanderous accusations to yourself. What if I point this out? That's about that. Yeah, clearly IT stuff, exactly. Yeah, a little bit of everything, yeah. Yo, that's that kind of stuff when it comes to like system administration, that kind of stuff. Those are the people that like keep the world turning, you know? Us software developers and system admins and like IT folks, we all kind of like give each other shit, but there's kind of an acknowledgement that, yeah, like us developers, we're at your guys' mercy. Because if you guys decide like, you know what, I'm gonna go on strike or some shit, the world just stops existing. I think the planet, you know, planet Earth just stops rotating and just fucking drops like a rock, falls out of fucking time and space. So, it's to say it's invaluable is a massive understatement. It's not quite heresy. Well, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. He says, yes, I was leaning in the security stuff, and I paid the price for it. Ooh, look at that. Spits out the last few words with particular bitterness. The insurgents have left almost nothing of my home, is probably what he said. I'm guessing. I would not trust you as far as I could throw you. The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. That's why they're insane. The ramblings of retainers who dared to raise their hand against the scions of a noble bloodline. So, do we trust this guy? Or do we claim... I think we have to trust him because we need a navigator. And if we don't work with this guy, at least for the time being, we're not going to get a navigator out of this. So, we'll roll with this. You've awoken hope in me, he says. One last favor. I've already done so much for you, man. What do you mean? What do you need for me, man? Goddamn. Earth has another bug. Yeah. Yeah, we need a hot fix to prevent the Earth from falling out of the sky. Falling out of space. It's a love hitch. It's like we're like siblings, right? That's how I see it. We're all like siblings. We all give each other shit. It comes from a place of love. Mostly. Mostly love. They got a weapon. Oh, that's not good. It's useless against you, but for the navigators, it makes us sad. We need the relic of our house, a sacred amulet against all evil. Okay. What will I get in return? I will feed you to avoid Kraken, just so we're clear. Yo, if you navigate us into some bowels of hell, I will eat your ass personally. Or you will eat my ass personally. I don't know. Someone's ass is getting ate. Everything you wanted. A loyal navigator. Very well. I shall do it. Oh, I thought it said growling stone. Glowing stone. Now, I'm not sure why I need that charm, but thank you. Oh, maybe we use that to activate the elevator or something. And we go up. I thought it said goop. G-O-U-P. Are you the child? You look like a not young person. There's some warp shit going on. I don't know if I like this. Actually, oh yeah, that's a big old painting. What the hell? This is some layers of fear shit right here. Holy crap. There's Cassia. Unnaturally long limbs. Okay. Deathly pale face coated with blood. Streaming from her blood eyes. Gills. Disheveled hair. Twitching nervously. Of course, she's got the third eye. Hidden by the jeweled ornament. Soul smothering power. We did succeed a willpower test. I think our guy's willpower is pretty good. Despairing grief and an invisible hand tries to close off your throat. Limbs filled with lead. Heart hammers in your chest. But we master our emotions. We push back against the illusion. Say, fuck off, thing trying to make me run away and pee my pants. I peed my own pants earlier. Strategically. Tactically pissed my own pants to rob them the satisfaction. If anyone's pissing my pants, it's me. Now this one's banging into my head. Somebody stop her. This is some heresy shit, alright. A mixture of anger and sadness. Madge and Sag. Spending time in the warp isn't... Oh, and good to know. 10 years in the warp and it's 40 years in real time. So maybe she is a child by some measure. I wish I could look at the stats. I can't look at the stats right now. Whomst has the better persuasion or coercion? I think... if it's me, and maybe it has to be me, it's probably persuasion. Did it work? It actually did work. I'll be damned. Is someone calling my name? Are the betrayers dead? Whomst are you? Go back in time or go forward? You say lucky, Farsight. A lot of weight that word lucky is carrying. Can hover over it? Oh, that's good to know. Okay. So maybe I shouldn't have rolled the dice. Maybe that was a bit of a risk. Thank you for letting me know about that word, Irishman. Just kind of have it chilling over it. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Requested by your faithful servant. It matters little, you profane creature. This might be a questionable choice. We'll do this one. Her eyes widen out of fear or surprise. And this is Theobald. Eyes swollen from crying. And he's sad. Everyone's so sad here. Super high. In the voice acting sequences, I'm always a little sad they don't say the name out loud. Like, yo, say the name, dude. I want to hear, like, you know, it's Warhammer, right? There's all this grandiosity with the game. I want to hear them be like, His Grace, hallowed be his name, Super Hobbit von Valancius, extolled rogue trader of the Imperium. Just sticks out like a sore thumb. 40 years is pretty good. Yeah, I do not doubt that. And he purports to not be able to see her. Rushes to her side. He says, "Where are you?" She's right here. He says, "You!" Jet black veins, bulging milk eyes. Resembling those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils because his flesh is rotting away. I wouldn't think rotting flesh would smell sweet. Sickly sweet, even. That would definitely lower time, life expectancy for sure. 1,000 years, but Imperial soldiers, yeah, good luck. So he can't really see me. I wonder if we do this right, if we can dialogue our way from having combat. Making the Whisperers shriek like crazy. So yes. 80% with able... Oh, that's good to know. That makes me feel better. I was worried that these kinds of checks would be limited to like my guy. I was worried my guy was having to make these checks. I know for like disabling traps and leaping over areas using athletics, using like in-game checks, I know those use whoever's like the best suited. But I was worried that like, yeah, my guy, this person, the fucking weird dude over here, had to be responsible for these kinds of checks. So that makes me feel a little better. So obviously the commerce is the safer choice and also a lower DC. And we succeeded. So we got 9 out of 10%, or 9 out of 10 chances of knocking that out. Yes, we're not pirates coveting riches or scoundrels. He says, "Whomst are you? I am a rogue trader." "Your lordship, rogue trader." Plant rot can be described. Interesting, yeah. What difficulty is this? I went with the middle, the normal one. Because I was thinking, like, do I want to go one order of magnitude higher? Because there was, like, easy, there's very easy, and then there was easy, then there's normal, and then hard, and then very hard. I was like, do I want to do hard? Maybe not very hard, but I do want to do, like, one tick above normal. And the game gave a warning. It said, do not pick this if you're not familiar with the rogue trader system. And I was over here like, motherfucker, I didn't know there was such thing as a rogue trader system. So back to normal I go. I scurry back quickly. Checks for who's the best check. Yeah. For co-op, that's kind of cool. That actually does make things harder than in co-op, I'd imagine. Another rogue trader, because I guess the winter something rogue trader person is also around here. I wonder if we successfully avoided combat here by like diplomacying this. So they ask a service: save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. So yeah, what's happening here? You look frightening. Yo, bro, you look fucked up, is something you just say to someone when you first meet them. What happened between you and Phalek? Let's ask about this curse. You don't understand the sacred gift given to the child. When she's sad, we all weep. It's like an emotion projector. When she smiles, we all laugh giddily. What if she, like, sees a picture of Ryan Gosling and just get, not like full-on horned, but just like a little, you know, it's a little like awakening in the nether regions. Does everyone have like a butthole shattering orgasm that just lasts for 12 hours? Because if so, do you guys have any openings? Asking for a friend. This game does have co-op, yeah. This game has co-op, although it sounds like the co-op would be potentially harder than single player. And the other downside, of course, is that it would probably ultimately mean that one person would end up doing most of the decision making. But it would make combat interesting, that's for sure. Yeah. Can survive in 2 minutes in space without power armor. What's up, Jim? 2 days with power armor. That's impressive. No bonuses either way. Normal. Okay, cool. Yeah. So it's some of it favors the player. Exactly, yeah. Gotcha. Hundreds of space marines into torpedoes. That's amazing. That's amazing. So anyway, so he doesn't talk about horniness, but I'm with you, Michael. We needed to know. Inquiring minds need to know. They call me dangerous with my witchcraft, she utters under her breath. What happened with you and Phalek? I would love to know. He is my student. Came here as a youth, mentored him and trusted him with the care of the child. He was a son, but he betrayed, he says, to steal our most precious treasure. He was trying to steal the child. He did say she was his mistress. To pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. Not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of the Novators. What is that? Is that Navigator? Oh, it's a patriarch or a matriarch over a Navigator house. Gotcha. Renegades clouded his mind. Sees control of the dynasty before the sacred child has come of age. So she might literally be a child then, yeah. Murderous traitor or the lawful sign of a noble house. You look frightening. I don't know if we just want to say that to a person, you know? So we have to make a choice. Who do we trust? This guy seems like he's... like, I don't know. He could have attacked us. Like, we could have... this could have gotten weird, like, really quickly. So there's a part of me that wants to side with this guy because we saw evidence that that the other fella was like what was it? It wasn't this. He was lax on the security system, but there was another note. It was the sabotage of the elevator, the sabotage of the powered down systems that was suspicious. Whereas I don't think I have anything sus on this guy other than the suspicious guy saying, no, it's him. So maybe this guy, maybe this is the side we should trust. Yeah, Baldur's Gate, yeah, I know I played Icewind Dale, Michael, with a bunch of our friends, with like Corey and Britt and Brad. I played Icewind Dale with a bunch of bros, and it was awesome. And yeah, it was, I think 6 people. I think each of us controlled either 1 or 2 characters. I know I controlled 2 characters. So yeah, there might be something similar in this one. Divided controls, doing the part. There we go. Farsight says, say it. No balls. He says you were not supposed to see me or Phalek, or the child for that matter. No one would dare judge the guides of humanity. Yeah, you look frightening. He does look frightening. He's not wrong. Yeah, it was a good game. We never did play the expansion. But yeah, played through all the base game. Really, really good game. Really hard fucking game. I'm proud we beat that shit, because that shit was not easy. So, why should I trust your words? I never thought I would fall so low, he says. Yes, please, like, what can you offer to me to try to convince me? The honest word of an honorable man counts for anything. It says, you have my word. Strictly observe security protocols. How could you lose control of the station? It says, I'm twice your age and twice as wise. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Yeah, he just got betrayed. That's just how it is. What service do you ask? Save the sacred child. Take her away from the station. If she could be our navigator, she's out of here. She'll be under my employ. Temple of the Elemental Evil, the Dark Sun. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard Temple of Elemental Evil is pretty good. I've heard that one's really, really good, but I've never played that one myself, and I never did play original Baldur's Gate 1 or 2 for that matter. Bluish rivulet trickling down his chin. Mutated blue blood. All right. Deliver her safely to Acting House. Reward to be worth your effort. I've got some reservations about this girl. You're talking as though you expect to die here. My service is coming to an end. The wounds are pretty rough. I'm in a dying state. I'll say, yeah, you know, I mean, we got medical stuff back in the ship. I'll perish along my station. I'm going down with the ship. I've made my decision. All right. I'm good. I feel like I could trust this guy. He's earned my trust. I'll revive the child. Do not be alarmed if she gets a little bit horny and everyone has what I say earlier, a butthole shattering 12-hour long orgasm. You know, don't be alarmed. That's very standard protocol. Towels are in the back. All right, so we made our choice. Phallic is going down. Going down to Funky Town. 1 and 2 are good, but yeah, well, of course, there's the HD versions of the games. They're on Steam now, so there's, you know, it's easier to play those games now immersively. Second edition rules, yes. Unforgiving, yeah. Icewind Dale was the same way. I think Icewind Dale used second edition. Bacco, all those, you know, we had to forget what you know about armor class. You know, you have to kind of rewire your brain to the secondary system, or to the other systems, that is. So it was different, but we got there. Is the station about to explode or some shit, maybe? Oh, she's here now. He's here. I don't know. Also, we leveled up. That's pretty cool. What's this painting? There's no art history check. There's no art appreciator check. Rendered by several different hands. Cool. Very good. What this mouth do? No one's in the cage. Somebody filled it with dried fruit and fresh water. Interesting. Like a bird cage. Don't psychic while thirsty? You're right. You're right. Hydrate. Everyone hydrate. Slanashi demons. Farsight, is that the image you sent me last night? Of some warp demons with lots of mouths and ample bosom? God of pleasure and excess. Might get drained of 4 pints of blood. Worth. It's just, them's the breaks sometimes. Stub of a mutilated tongue. Yeah, there's a whole lot of that right now. Bunch of servants.
I always keep my options open.
Before we, you know, go down to murder things, I feel like I should explore around and see if there's anything cool here. There is this like wispiness in the air. I don't know if that's warp residue, warp juice, warp vapors, or if it's something else, or if it's just some kind of indication of Cassia's power. I have a library brimming with essays, novels, pretty cool. Good stuff. Activate the elevator to go back down. Some goods over here.
Keep your eye on the prize.
The other thirsty. There you go. It's a common name. Yeah, that's their name. Yes. And this person's full name is Lady Cassia's Defender. First name Lady, middle name Cassia, apostrophe S, last name Defender, obviously. Feast was left untouched. We're gonna get hungry. Big old bed. Alright, well, I think we've seen what we need to see. I'm a little bit concerned because Cassia might be, by some definitions, a child, maybe. If, like we were saying earlier, where if you're in the warp for too long, you might be in the warp for like some amount of time, but you might, in meat space, in real time, 10 years might have passed. So physically, she's obviously an adult, but in some respects, she might be a child. Phallic was saying, oh yes, Cassia is my... Didn't he call her his mistress? I mean, are we talking like sexy time mistress? Because if so, bro, I don't know if she's like... I mean, Yes, you can pull the, like, you know, the card of, no, it's okay, she's technically thousands of years old. I know she's portrayed as a child in the anime, but I promise, FBI, don't knock down my door, please. Like, you can play that card, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about that one. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing else here then. I think we just go down the elevator and confront the fella. 20 seconds there, be gone for 20 years, yeah. All the other plebeians, maybe not so much. What class did I go for? I went with operative for my guy, at least. Or that's a good point, too. Do they mean the lady version? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Michael. Yeah. Yeah, more of that aspect. Okay. I was about to feel even less bad for killing the shit out of this bad guy. Whom we're about to indeed kill the shit out of. Although we're gonna have some backup. We got some backup, so we're not gonna be doing the... If we would have confronted Phaluk from the get-go, we would have had to have done so just ourselves. Hopefully I made the right call. He says, I knew I should have killed you. I don't know, man. I could not be down for his claims. And honestly, at the end of the day, you know what matters the most? We got a Navigator. We got to look out for number one in this case. And we're looking out for number one. We're looking out for our best interests of ourselves, our crew, the people on our ship. Sorry about you, homie, but we made our choice. He just shot the guy. This guy's got 81 HP. Jesus Christ. Also, he shot the guy once. He's got 81 HP. Oh, Cassia's with us too. And it did no damage. We got a whole bunch of homies. Now, there's bad guys flanking us, obviously, so this is not going to be a cakewalk. But, yeah. Yeah, I think these guys are going to carry... At least this guy, he's going to carry us. I wish we could keep him as a forever ally. Also, I realized I should have leveled up. Can I level up mid-battle? A little bit awkward, but maybe. Can never be sure. Yeah, that's why I was afraid. I was nervous. Actually, I don't think I can level up right now. Like, sorry, Alex, you're kind of busy. You're a little bit distracted right now. Yeah, can't level up right now. Okay, that's fine. We'll continue to build up experience, obviously. You can see we're still, like, building it up, obviously, so no worries. How to handle the area, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the heads up on that, Irishman. Yeah, I appreciate that. Because, yeah, doing this... I mean, I don't know if he's going to be that tough. He's not... He does not have a small amount of HP. But I'm feeling pretty confident. So we got to place people. We can place people in any which way we want to. This guy, I don't expect is going to be melee. He's got one gun. I expect he has spellcasting. I'm expecting he'll... Actually, looks like he... Can I, like, right-click him and see what he's all about? He has ebb and flow. He might have cool gunner skills, then. Or soldier skills. But no, he's a spellcaster. So... Part of me wants to just put this guy front and center, just fuck him up real quick. Although, all I would really need is a straight line to charge him. And maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should put you... Whoops. Put you here. Put you here. Oh, I can't move him. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe we put you here. I think that would still be considered a straight line. It's not like a perfect diagonal, but it is... I think from corner to corner, I think that would allow a charge to happen. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Points in the second you got on board. Nice. You could just tell your bullshit meter was on point. My bullshit meter was uncertain. I was like, I don't know. We were seeing indications that something was afoot. But sure enough, things got weird all right. I'm going to put myself behind some amount of cover. We got homies over here. And homies over here. Now, some of them are bunched up, which is great. We might be able to chain lightning like this group over here. Except Argenta goes first. I don't even see Adira on here. Adira's initiative roll was real dog shit. So I think I might put Argenta here. Oh, fucking hell. I say put her right here so she can like try to take out these fools. But she'll have the first chance to do so out of our group. Adira, I think I'm just gonna put. I guess I'll like do what I can to kind of put her behind full cover, and hopefully there'll be enough other things shooting at these guys where they won't target her. And I don't think these guys will. These guys have a harder time shooting her. And then for myself, I think I'll put myself right here and kind of hope for the same. And then Abelard's gonna close melee. Or maybe I close melee over here. Maybe I leave Theobald. Maybe I just let these guys just fucking throw down, honestly. I think Theobald can handle him. But if I put him right here, that means he could close and charge this guy if need be. Or he can move and then charge any of these guys if need be. So we got options. I think that's good. I think that's good. Let us begin the battle. Theobald moves out of combat. Or not moves out of combat, but moves out of direct line of sight. It's that one random dude. Phalek runs away bravely. Powers up one of his bros, takes a shot at somebody. Now it's Argenta's turn. So I'm going to take pot shots at all three of these fools. As we all know, if I try to like aim around this way, I'm going to shoot my own bros. If I aim this way, all kinds of matters of bros and homies could get hit. So I'm going to take the obvious choice here. And I see that one can't get shot because this guy's standing in his way. So I'm not going to be able to shoot all three. Looks like there's really nothing I can do to increase the chances. So surely we'll shoot somebody, right? Yeah, we're just going to shoot you twice. I could run and gun. I would have to kill 3 things for it to be really worth my while. How confident am I that I'm going to be able to, like, drop somebody? And how, like, imperative is it? Who else goes after Argenta? Not any of... Well, we have our defenders who will go for it, but they might be able to clean up some of these guys. And, of course, we got Adira. I think I'm going to say that's enough for now. And to be clear, yeah, I did not... there's no skills we have to let her shoot with the sniper rifle as well. So, in the turn now. Space Marine armor. I think there is some kind of Space Marine character you can unlock. Because in the trailer, it shows a dude that is clearly a Space Marine, or at least wearing Space Marine armor. That you see that appears to be like a party member that you can get.
My faith shields me.
So I think we could eventually get some kind of power armor Marine, Space Marine badass. That's a badass ability. Holy shit. Hit me. First and foremost, Surefire Plan. Blam. The Bulger, it's so sick. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm gonna analyze this guy just because he's the big bad. At every opportunity, I'll try to apply exploits to him. I could take a shot at him. Got a pretty good chance, and I would hurt him quite a lot. I don't know if there's any downside. Well, some of them are getting charged up, which is a little bit scary. What kind of buffs are you getting? Fresh injury? Oh, that's fine. Tides of time and space. A chance, critical chance. Yeah, that's a buff. Wait, is it? Is it? Increases his luck. And I move for some time. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's really a downside. Oh, I think I must have taken a hit that nullified some of my AP or something. See, I'm lower on AP than I would normally be. Am I experiencing some kind of debuff? Huh. Maybe with the Surefire Plan drain AP? I think it would. Seems like it would have cost 0. Well, regardless, I can take a pot shot. 95% chance of accuracy is pretty good. I drop pretty much any one... Okay, I wouldn't be able to kill all the any one body card. Some of them are very healthy. Let's take a pot shot at the big guy. Lidless stare. That cone? Yeah, that was the cone. It looked pretty sick.
Do it personally.
So I took out over half his health. I feel pretty cool. And then, can I use this again? Yeah, it costs 0.
I'll make it happen.
Next thing we do will be pretty cool. And then it is Cassia. Oh, wait, no. No, it's me again. Wait, why am I going again? Not that I'm complaining, but... maybe that was like a surprise round or something, or, Huh. I guess I'll exploit you again. Oh, I got to go again. Is it because... yeah, I was like... I had like half the action points. Maybe it was like a bonus round or a surprise round. I mean, it's not like they were caught flat-footed or anything, or that there was like some kind of like... big and obvious... not like some kind of like really weird round of us like having like an obvious advantage necessarily. Voice of command might have done it. Interesting. Okay, so voice of command might have been what was going on there. Regardless, I can't kill him entirely. What if I burn the exposed weakness? Decreases dodge, target and armor until the end of my turn. Let's go ahead and try it. I don't know if it's enough. We only have 4 exploits on him. Be real cool if I could drop his ass now. I think even a crit wouldn't do it. Or I could just miss. Or I could just miss. That's fine. He is behind full cover, so there is that. Another character. That's probably it, Irishman. That's probably exactly it.
To the hair.
Ouch.
Duty go hand in hand.
These bodyguards hurt. These guys ain't chumps. It was a shotgun, that's why. It was a goddamn shotgun, no wonder. So I'll apply analysis. And look at that, our degradation reset to 0. I wasn't sure if that would have to carry over until we get back to the ship. Reset back to 0, even though we're definitely in some warp times. I'm going to go ahead and forewarn our buddy, because he took a pretty big hit there. I want to keep him alive. I want to definitely keep him in play for surezies. The officers are pretty powerful. They are. They are. They're pretty strong. Yeah, pretty strong. What's up, Meerkat? Finally, his only koalas page is finally up. We've been clamoring for that for years. So I could... actually, with this hit, both of them, it would, I think, kill 2 of them. I would need to be careful about casting this over this way. In fact, I think it's too far away. Too many friendlies around here. Yeah, I say we blast this guy with chain lightning. I think we'll be able to kill 2 of them. It's a risk, or it could make our head explode.
What?
Feeling of terror grips your heart. But I don't think her head exploded. I don't think she popped. I think we're all right. That was a not small amount of veiled degradation, but getting 2 of those guys killed out, that was the right call. I feel good about that. I yield my time. The remaining bodyguards panic and flee and shit their pants. Pathetically. I might just close with this guy. Can I charge you? I won't be able to kill him outright. How about you? I don't have straight line of sight, obviously. I'd have to move and then charge. This guy is probably not long for this world. This guy's full health. He's kind of going mono a mono with these guys here. Yeah, I think what I will do is I will... this guy is behind some cover. This guy's out in the open. I don't know if he's moved yet, actually. Yo, Palpatine, yeah. Fucking lightning time, baby. The pee-pee pics. Oh, God. The freaking pee-pee thing was hilarious yesterday. That was ridiculous. I think I'm going to close with this guy.
At your beck and call.
I'm going to close with him. I can also do an extra attack, because I'm so cool. I think... yeah, that's the better weapon. So let's go with that one.
I took care of this one.
So in one turn, we cut that guy entirely in half. And then I will endure. Because we're probably going to take some heat for the fact we just deleted one of their guys. They have their abilities on top of the... yeah. Psychers are a special breed, for sure. They get cool psyker powers, and also they can be an operative. I don't know if they can also... and presumably also a gunner. And or a soldier, rather. Or melee specialist. Yeah, tactical RPG, yeah. Yeah, it's got some XCOM vibes for sure. XCOM CRPG kind of combo meal. We could try to pop that guy. We could also try to pop the big bad, but that's a tough shot to make. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to kill. I could probably drop him. Well, it's 32% chance. It's not in our favor. Excuse me, not in our favor. We could just have melee guy just charge his ass and delete his entire butthole. Take a shot at him. It's a better chance there. Drop him, 80% chance. Who else is left as far as bad guys go? Not a ton. We've done a pretty good job of whittling down their forces. I'm gonna try to drop this guy.
Doubt is for the weak.
And miss. That's okay. There's more where that came from. She has killed nobody, so yeah, I'm not gonna burn run and gun just yet. It's not exactly a dire situation. We've pretty much got this combat locked in. That is, at least you don't miss a shot that close. Ooh, almost dropped his ass. Yeah, tactical RPG and CRPG combo meal. Love to see it. Yo, these bros are helping us out big time. Love to see it. Cassia and this man. Lidless stare, yeah. I saw them tentacles coming out. Well, in that case, I will continue to do this. I'll feel really smart. And then I will analyze the big bad who is hiding bravely behind a pillar with a bajillion buffs on him, but I can't actually analyze him. So instead, I will analyze the only other bad guy on the field, which is this one bro way over here. I can't even analyze you. I can't analyze jack shit. I'm sad about it. I could potentially kill him, or I could potentially kill him, but I do not have line of sight. You don't have line. Okay, I gotta move. I gotta fucking move then. Which kind of makes sense. I should think about that more often. I can move and shoot simultaneously. I actually might have Abelard close with melee with him. Yeah. In fact, I think Abelard. No, we have Adira first, and then Abelard. So, how much health does this guy have left? 18. I think Abelard will be able to finish him if we can get into melee. So I'm going to move here. Take a pot shot of that guy. There we go. Right, the pot shots begin. Consider yourself shotted from the potted.
Stood a chance.
38 damage. That's a lot. That must have been a darn good crit then. We'll take it. Oh, look at this guy. He's got the stanky leg. Hold on. I want to look at the stanky leg for a second. I like you just kind of standing out in the open, not behind cover. Taking a pot shot at the big baddie. You see the stanky leg? He's really anxious. He's really ready to go. This guy's ready to fuck some shit up. And honestly, good for him. Does he have a stanky leg bonus? Like active ability that I can see? It does give momentum. That's good. If there's enemies within... Oh, well, I mean, I think for some of us, we definitely do. Oh, I guess maybe not for Argenta. She did at one point. Yeah, the game is tough. It is, but it's going pretty well right now. This is a pretty... It would be harder for us to fuck up this combat, honestly. The stanky leg is a different ability. Yeah, maybe we'll learn about that later on. He's just really excited. He had too much caffeine. It happens. I am going to... Alright, so that person is dead as hell. Maybe I don't want to make my head explode, so instead... What I might just do is get in position over here. Oh, yeah, I can't get that close. I might have line of sight from here. I'm gonna move right her.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
And then I will look at you. Oh, I don't have line of sight still? Can I move more? I can move a little bit more. I do have a gun. I do have a sniper rifle. She's packing heat. Yes, I don't have line of sight on you right now. This is as close as I can go. Still don't have line of sight, damn. So I just can't get close enough. Alright, well, that's, I think, the end of my turn. I could try the... Actually, yeah, I can't do jack shit with any of this. Let's switch back to the staff. Yeah, no line of sight. That's some hard-ass cover. I was not sure because it's like, well, I can kind of trace a line, but I think this is hard enough cover. I think if he was in this square, he'd be invisible. He'd be visible. You could fuck up this combat right now. Fair point. Fair point. I could always, there's always a way to cock it up. There's always a way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move. If I've understood how movement works in this game, I can move here. Oops.
I've seen worse battles than this.
And then charge here.
At your beck and call.
Kind of busted how you can do that. And then have my actual attack to end this thing. Oh, yeah. It's kind of weird how you can move and then charge. You would think charging would be a movement and vice versa.
This is your burden, child. Survive. Return to the fold of your house as your destiny demands.
You can test if you have line of sight. That's a good point, because when you click once, it shows the little hologram. That's a good point. I should have thought about that. But yeah, maybe there was another place we could have gone to. I still wanted to be behind cover just because we weren't sure who was going to miss their shots.
Leave me alone in this violet-brown haze. Wake up. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
So a little sad we had to kill her buddy. But listen, this dude was... It was not a good time.
He was a fine seer of the war. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Yeah, no. Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
I really like this from a storytelling perspective. I love this idea of like this supercharged, hyperpowered spellcaster that broadcasts her emotions on like several orders of magnitude across everyone who's around her. And I'm still holding out for like a horny displacer, a horny broadcaster that just makes a fucking entire continent just ejaculate aggressively. Yeah, for minimum 12 hours. I'm just holding out for that. Surely someone's Rule 34'd that, right? Surely I can't be wrong. Doing some League of Legends. Very nice, Tyrant. Very nice, man. The hologram thing, yeah, for sure. And the hydrate from Meerkat, of course. Meerkat, anything for you, buddy.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before.
She seems like pretty normal and like pretty sane. I thought she was gonna be like gripped by the warp tentacles and uttering nonsense and general fuckery.
What are you going to do to me?
Yeah, yes. Offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel. Let's go with that one. At the earliest opportunity, let's go for this one.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants?
Meerkat says I'm on it, fam.
Full of people loyal to House Orselio.
Their Navigator waifu, yeah. All who can be saved will be given succor. Succor? I actually don't think I know what that word is. Like, you can all join me. All the bros, they can all come with me.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
She seems like reasonable. She seems all right. I'm like waiting for like, I'm like over here like, you want to join me? I'll give you some friends. Like I'm like bracing myself for her brain to explode and a tentacle to emerge from her nostrils and strangle at my ass and or my penis. They don't usually look this normal. She's relatively not like, I mean, she's got like I think they said like extra long limbs. She got the fingernails. It's the succor. What's the other or? Or you'll find out. Suck around or find out. Suck around or find out. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, they're mutants. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely mutated, but not like beyond recognition. She was human once. So we got a bunch of the carapace chest pieces, which we've seen. I think we have like a bunch of these in storage. And Irishman, I might tap your brain a little bit here because this is something I want to make sure I'm doing right. I have not dispersed any of the cargo yet. I got a bunch of shit. You could probably tell, and maybe I'm hoarding too much. And I definitely want to offload some of this at the earliest opportunity. So far, we've only had one trading opportunity, and it was with that other void ship, Thunderfang, I think. And they didn't seem trustworthy. I was like, I don't know about this, guys. It didn't give me good feels. I think I can talk to the other dude on the ship, the bulgy, pompous lad, and have him like hail a trading ship to me. And I think I should offload some of this. I know I can't get money in a standard sense from like other RPGs, but I can build reputation with other factions. And I'm guessing that's what I need to do. She got really funny looking. That's kind of funny. Eyes get bulged. That sounds hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, sell them for reputation. Right, exactly. So we have more shotguns. I will take... I'll take 2 shotguns with me. Or maybe just one. Maybe I'll just take one. We'll put the other one in cargo. Yeah, the carapace chest plates are identical to the flak chest plates from what I can tell. Same armor... Oh, but it's light armor. Oh. Yeah. That's really good. We should definitely take that with us then. It's light armor, which means you get the benefit of really good armor, but without the dodge penalty. Oh, I'm a dumbass. I was reading the wrong thing. Yeah, those are the less good ones. Never mind. I have equipped the carapace chest plate for my guy, and only for my guy. Yeah, these are all flak chest plates. I'm actually gonna put that in as well. And I'm keeping that one. Yeah. And these things, yeah, the scrappy autoguns, get them out of here. We've kind of upgraded a bunch of our stuff anyway. So, that's good. Reputation is what you want, but yeah, then the profit factor. I think I read at some point that the profit factor is something you can't really control as directly as often. But reputation I can like build up by selling cargo. Don't want to hang on to it later. There you go. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Irishman. Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, you can tell my inventory is filling up. Also, I have a bunch of quest things. I don't know if I have need for them. These, like the science project earlier, some of the notes, the faithful servant stuff. Like, I'm assuming I don't really have need for this, and I could probably pack that into cargo and sell it off at the first opportunity. You know, unless there could be some use for it. I was thinking maybe some of that quest item stuff would eventually kind of like have some kind of use, but it seems like a lot of it is not really a huge thing. Infusing allies targeted by the Navigator's powers. Cool. That's pretty slick. His bracers deals damage. His weapon skill, ballistic skill reduced. Wait a second. Every time we deal damage, the target. Oh, the person we've hit, they lose some stuff for a bit. Yeah. Storyline stuff. Right. That makes sense. Thank you. Yeah. Irishman, you're very helpful. I really appreciate you sharing your gigantic, enormous brain with me as I learn this game. Because you know, you're playing this game yourself. You know this game is dense. And to myself, a newbie, having a little bit of intel goes a really long way. A little bit of help goes a long way here. Deadshot stub revolver. That's kind of badass. Sick damage, too. Tactical goggles, not unlike the ones I have. I'm gonna leave those. We got some toys to play with. And then, yeah, all the stuff. This is a new kind of las gun. I don't know if it's much better. It looks like it is... Oh, that's a long las. I should definitely bring that with me. Long lasses are very cool. That's a laser. It's a laser gun. In fact, yeah, I think at one point... Long last. Okay, good. Didn't have any others, because I want to make sure I keep those on me. It's a shotgun. Oh, I'm a dingus. I read the wrong panel again. Okay, never mind. That's a shotgun. Get it out of here. But yeah, this compared to a regular las gun. There we go. So it is better. 34, 10, and 40. So it looks like it's just better damage. And that's it. So yeah, we'll take those with us. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I need to be careful. The left one is what I currently have equipped. I get too excited sometimes. Get too excited. Take those. We could jump back over there, but we don't really have any need to, I don't think. So yeah, we've already explored this area thoroughly enough. And we got some levels, of course, to do as well. There's no reason to not buy stuff because it doesn't reduce the profit factor. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's the thing. There actually was something. There was some stuff previously that Thunderfang was able to sell us that I chose not to buy. But yeah, maybe I should just because there's no reason not to. That's super helpful. 60 hours in the game. Yeah. Yo, that's awesome, Irishman. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You got some time off work. I know a lot of us got some holidays coming up. Yeah. I work tomorrow. And then my workplace is kind of funny. I have most of next week off, but I work Thursday and only Thursday. Because we get the day before Christmas and the day after Christmas off. We also get New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But some of those days fall on weekends. So Monday is the observed Christmas Eve holiday. Tuesday, even though Monday is Christmas Day. Tuesday is the observed Christmas Day holiday, even though it's the 26th. It's like it all gets pushed up. And then Friday, I think Christmas Eve falls on New Year's Eve falls on a Sunday, so Friday is the observed holiday. So it's like a weird holiday sandwich next week. So yeah, I also am gonna have some time off, and I'm also very excited. Prepare for the communion ritual. Does she want to rest first? Oh, whoa! Everything's so colorful. Oh my god! Did someone shoot me with an LSD bullet? This is amazing. Suddenly I understand the lyrics to Strawberry Fields Forever by the Beatles. It all makes sense. Fingertips tingle unpleasantly. I think that means the Navigator lady is very happy. Maybe this is the shared horny feeling I've been desiring all this time. Everyone's like, wow, I feel like, I guess happy, but also uneasy. We're like, what the fuck is this? I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us, she says. Navigator waifu, what do you wish? Please don't murder me with tentacle magic things. A little scared. Half day tomorrow, yeah. Very nice. You are off. You got some chill time, man. That sounds wonderful. Back in the 27th. Good stuff, man. That sounds nice. Holiday times are upon us. I got all my Christmas shopping done. I gotta wrap some stuff. And actually my family is kind of everyone's friends now, like everyone's fine, but as you can imagine, there was like many moons ago, there were some schisms that took place. So the way things have kind of ended up is that we typically do kind of two halves of the family. So the dad's side family gathering happened last Saturday, and the mom's side is happening in a few days on this Saturday. So actually, Christmas Day, I'll just be chilling with you and my wife, just chilling out. Lowers her lashes slightly towards you. Turns to you. What do you want to talk about? Raises her pointed chin. And she says, thanks for saving me, by the way. Acted honorably, did not exploit me in the wretched position. Thanks for not fucking shit up, fam. It's last minute shopping. Can happen anytime, yeah. Last minute Christmas shopping can be stressful for sure. There's a couple of like semi-major shopping areas not too far from where we live, and it makes traffic a little bit fucky sometimes, so I know how that goes all too well. Especially my valet. Yo, what kind of car you got? What kind of whip you got? Test out the whip. So Uwe, that's the guy. Knows how to attend to me during my journeys, and also what to serve me for breakfast. Ready to go to the Sanctum Navis, perform their sacred rite. Brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board. No red, please. Interesting that there's a painting, like a creative aspect to this. Interesting. By the way, I've been like going so ham on this game, I just realized I forgot to actually start the multi-streaming. That's okay. It'll be a protracted multi-streaming session this time. Yeah, I just got so into this. I got it all set up, but never actually hit the go button. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Let me do this one thing real quick, and then I will resume. Boop. For those who've been here before, you know I always enjoy multi-streaming to Facebook and YouTube and Trovo and TikTok. And usually I'm pretty snappy about doing it at the start, kind of once we get past the intro, but I was like so ready to go, man. Could not hold me back. I was ready to burst with excitement. But we got our Navigator, all is well, and collide on the Western Front. Tell me more about this ritual. Actually, I want to know more about the red. Usually the only one they don't want to use black because it offends the machine spirits. Will give of his blood before the ritual, as always. Oh, so we've got plenty of red blood. And that's this guy right here. Tell me more about this ritual. Merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship. His machine spirits are like technomancy, like technology, spiritual, channeling buffoonery that I can't pretend to understand. Just get some implant ports, rather. She says, "There's the house Orcelio ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you." She's like, I'll spare you the deets. Open the third eye, peer into the depths of the warp. The guiding thread, so fine it can slip from one's grasp at any moment. You have nothing to worry about. She says, I never lose course. I'm a fucking badass. I'm cool as hell. Machine spirits actually exist. Interesting. Maybe it exists. Maybe it's a real thing. Maybe it's just made up and we just do it as a ritual to make ourselves feel like we're doing something. By the way, Aleph, that was a good nice, by the way. I just noticed that 3 minutes ago. Thank you for the nice. Oh, also, Aleph, hit us with the music show and tell. Let's resolve this dialogue, and then, yeah, we'll do the music show and tell. Aleph, I got you. Yeah, sorry, I didn't notice that until just now. Alright. I shall give you what you need. Do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. Bitches don't know about my warp eye opening. And then... Is this the buddy? Is this the servant? Oh no, that's Foxmaster, right? All right, good stuff. Lost the ability to make or even understand how a lot of the tech works. Quasi-religious, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The rites of repair to make the tanks work again. They just hope it works. They just really hope it works. What's up, Duke, over on YouTube? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. 3-day rampage that uncrewed and murdered thousands of orcs. Oh boy. I know orc stuff is apparently quite wild. Alright, so begin the ritual. Okay. The exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard. He says, alright, here's some blood for you to paint with. Rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas. Okay. It all sounds nice and nightmarish and freaky deaky. Now, what's this? The light is deadened, the great ruler is gone, she says. I was gonna say, that seems like the kind of thing that is kind of heavy. There's some heft to that, some weight to it. Connection to the warp. Right. Okay, only if enough people believe it is there, or that it can have an effect. That's the whole thing about chaos, right? It like becomes empowered when more people think and talk about it. There's kind of psychers, yeah. Interesting that that's the basis of the orcs' powers, that they're technically psychers, just like the Diet Coke version. And if enough of them believe that painting the tank red makes it faster, it will make it faster. Yeah, that's wild. It's called speed freaking. The red vehicles move fast. Yeah, exactly. Accidentally snaps one of the cogitated levers. Whoops. Sorry for cutting off the broadcast. I've never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. Received 5 lashes for the show of clumsiness. No, it's fine. I know that was a little bit fucky. Everything okay, Cassia? Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. Oh boy. Shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, throats raw from the strain, and then silence. Bodies dropping, proclaiming what happened to them. The servants are part of the rite. So she just has to have a bunch of people ready to die at a moment's notice in order to, you know, peer into the warp. This is just how the ritual goes, I guess. Redwind goes faster, that's right. If they believe it's faster, it works. Humanity has a weaker connection, right? It just takes more people to believe. So if we all band together and we think painting the spaceship red makes it go faster, then we'll be able to make that shit happen. Endless blackness, she says, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. The way is blocked, she says. Ritual was successful, though. Vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Okay. I'm gonna go back to my chamber and chill for a bit, but the navigation works now. So we have a functioning navigator. Several matters that require your attention. Okay, hit me with it. So if we would have gone... Let's see. Opted to begin your visit to the Ryket system with a different destination, the station could become unstable. Could have become unstable. Visiting the Navis Nobilite bought us some time, she says, and are forced to disassemble the station. That's good. What's that? You'll gain profit factor. I think I want that. I think I want everything. It might take more time, but more profit factor sounds nice, actually. Story things that increase profit. There you go. Just like Irishman said, yeah. 2 is pretty good. Looking for the Engineer Prime. Yeah, we have other things to do, for sure. Oversight by an experienced tech priest. We need some more crew. We need Henrix, yes. Yeah, the Lord. That's like the main original reason we came here. We know it was not at Eurac V. Can you just visit me and tell me how wonderful anything is? Yeah. Can we have a smile sometimes and like tell a joke, tell a fun story maybe? More profit, that's right, bud, that's right. Yeah, we got Duke over on YouTube. Hope you're doing well, buddy. We're playing some Warhammer right now. Warhammer Rogue Trader. Game's pretty good so far. We just finished the first kind of section of this current Star Systems quest line. We still got plenty left to do. I am going to go back to the bridge. And go back to the bridge, and we, of course, potentially have people to talk to now. More people, that is, to talk to. And we could do some trading. I also need to level my guy up. Got some kind of housekeeping to do. As it slowly reaches 100%. Receipt of instructions. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I wasn't sure if that was like a thing that I was having to respond to. So, where am I? So, I'm right here. So, I'm not gonna like...
Lord Captain.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna like check in with everybody to see if there's anything new to talk about. We did a lot of stuff just now, and some of it was pretty involved. Of course, getting the Navigator is huge. Bolster the crew. 80%. Cassia would be the one to do it. Maybe not right now. What are the Vox Spirits brought us? Anything cool? No information right now. Okay, yeah, I'll save that for later. Am I on Twitch as well, Duke? I sure am. I sure am. In fact, as we're playing this game, we will eventually unlock Steam keys that we can give away to viewers, but I will only be able to issue those giveaways via Twitch because we have a kind of a what's called channel points. We have a system that allows us to have like a raffle ticket thing where people can redeem raffle tickets, and there will be a raffle at the end once, not tonight, but in a fairly not too far away stream. We'll be able to have some extra keys to give away, and we'll be doing that through Twitch. So I typically recommend people watch through Twitch, but I'm happy to have people here, you know, in any capacity, obviously. So it's never required. Tyrant says that's what we're here for, baby. Yeah. There's the for anybody who's curious. Oh, hold on, let me pause the game real quick. For anybody who's curious, the Dares command has a list of the giveaways we're working towards, and the conditions that need to be met before we can do any giveaways, as well as the rewards, as well as like the Steam keys themselves that we'll be giving away. The basic gist of it is that if we beat Chapter 2 under certain circumstances, we'll get, I think, 2 keys for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, I think. And then if we beat Chapter 3, we get 2 Steam keys for Rogue Trader. And if we beat the game, we get 3 Steam keys for Rogue Trader. But I'm not sure if we're going to beat the game in time, because we have to beat the game before the Dare Drop campaign ends, and the campaign ends in like 3 weeks. This game's pretty long, so I don't know if I'm going to commit to a full playthrough. I'm liking it a lot so far, but this game is also, you know, a lot, so we'll see. We'll see. So Uwe can't talk.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
You hear that? Our Navigator waifu likes us. Can he show you where you're at as far as the dares go? Yeah, all I can do is kind of like gauge it just kind of unofficially based on in-game progress. So yeah, the Chapter 2 one is the one that we're closest to, and we haven't even beat Chapter 1 yet. So we got a ways to go, honestly. It'll be a bit. Tell me about yourself. Oh, I misclicked. That's fine.
Our family on this vessel, it is an honor. As long as your questions are courteous, I will answer every one of them.
So I'm gonna click through these, but I'm gonna try to power through some of them. I'm like kind of skim them a little bit because there could be some enormous lore drops here. I'm also looking for like side quest opportunities because you know what, games like this, the right dialogue or the right question can sometimes open up like a potential avenue as far as storytelling, that kind of thing.
The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly
208 years ago, she says.
208 years ago. Before that,
whoa, Lizzie.
humankind's dominion.
Lizzie, thank you. That's so nice. Shiver me timbers. That's correct. What's up, Lizzie? Lizzie, you're a freaking homie. Thank you, my friend. Thank you extremely gratuitously. Thank you graciously for your raid. So freaking nice. Lizzie raids us all the dang time, man. She's so freaking good to us. Lizzie, you're a freaking homie. How was your stream? I want to hear what you were up to on this fine day. This fine evening, even. Doing some more Mortal Kombat. Lizzie, do you have any fun clips? I know you've had some really fun jump scare clips in Mortal Kombat of all places. Lizzie is a friend of the channel. She plays a lot of really cool games, and yeah, she's actually very adept at Mortal Kombat. I've seen her in action before. She will very readily rip someone's spine out with zero hesitation, both inside and outside of video games.
By all means.
Oh, whoops. No, I wanted to ask about this one.
Just as a rogue trader stands
we are playing some Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Game came out a few weeks ago. It's very good. A little glitchy, a little dense, but it's good so far. We just unlocked a new character. She is our Navigator, and everyone agrees she's our Navigator waifu because she's got like a cute little voice, and she, if she's sad, everybody becomes sad. If she's happy, everyone becomes happy. She like broadcasts her emotions like a fucking router, like an emotion router. Emotion Wi-Fi has very good connection. But yeah, Lizzie, like I said, if you got any clips you want to share whenever someone raids, I always love to show clips from whoever raids us. It's always like a nice opportunity to kind of do some cross-pollinations. So, anyway, so what was she saying? I'm sorry, I was kind of ignoring some of that just because we were talking with the homies. Look for alliances. Which path of bloodline is destined to thread? Purses her lips slightly, she says. Trying to find a successor. Okay. And then she lived in seclusion on a closed station. So maybe you are the successor, right?
So, says Regent Aronto. Nothing is decided yet. Some people in the house become enshrouded in rolling grey clouds at the thought of me becoming the Novateur. But even more are bound with dull leaden chains. They think I am not ready for such a burden. By all means,
Tell me about yourself.
I am a part of House.
Yo, we got Duke in the house. Welcome back, bud. It's good to see you.
Dynasty of the Navis nobility.
Yeah, I typically multi-stream. I typically multi-stream to YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, and then Trovo. So 5 places. I eventually want to get Instagram multi-streaming set up, and once it's available, maybe Twitter streaming, but I'm not sure Twitter streaming is gonna. It might take a while before that one can, and you know, run with the big dog So maybe someday.
And reach all the way from the Coronis expanse to Holy
So,
Terra.
yep. So I'm part of the house, and we're really cool. We've been around for a long time. I will listen in silence. Well, yeah. More about you personally.
You wish to know about me?
Senpai, notice me.
I can help you with that. What would you like to know?
Bunhole streaming. I don't know what bunhole is, but I'm assuming you mean I'm assuming you're sad that I'm not streaming to Pornhub, Chatterbait, or I don't know. What are some other after hours streaming sites I should know about? Yeah, that's Farsight says I'm correct. Maybe that could be my angle if I stream to Pornhub as a fully clothed dude just playing video games. You know, people go to Pornhub for other things. Maybe there's an untapped market. Maybe there's people going to Pornhub, seeing the naked people, seeing sexy things happen, and going, I wanted to watch video games, and they're just so confused. They don't know about YouTube. They don't know about Twitch. They have a busted ass browser that only goes to one website, and they're stuck. They're trapped in one website forever. Maybe I could be the voice of video games that they're clamoring for. Literally ones of people would watch us, I'm sure. Does it make me want to play the tabletop version? Warhammer tabletop intimidates me greatly because, of course, you have to get a lot of figures. You have to kind of know what you're getting yourself into. You have to amass an army. You also have to understand the rule set. It's a game. I guess you could, of course, play it online, you know, remotely through like Tabletop Simulator. There's probably other ways to do it. And I have friends that do play it, so I would have a community like entry point. It just intimidates me though. I mean, I like Dungeons and Dragons. I like Pathfinder. I like Cyberpunk Red. There's a lot of tabletop systems I like. But like army scale combat, that kind of thing, I just don't know if it's my thing personally. But I can respect it. I appreciate it from afar, and the world building and the lore and storytelling is extremely cool and very fascinating. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Tyrant says I'd watch. We got one. Thank you, Tyrant. Yeah, I did say earlier ones of people would watch us, so Tyrant will be one of them. Yeah. Handsome man gets wrecked, and then in parentheses gone sexual. What if it was short bearded? Hold on. Like what's a alluring phrase for myself? Short bearded. Alluring phrase for a small dude. Short bearded hobbit? Do people have hobbit fetishes? I legit don't know. A math guy who's got hundreds of views. Well, there is the guy who would just like read stories. It was weird because his name was Creamer. His last name was Creamer, I think, which is a little weird. But he would wear like a Letterman jacket and like read books and like be respectful to his girlfriend in his Pornhub videos. It was weird. There's a TTRPG. Oh, okay. The plastic dudes. Yeah, the model. The miniatures are not cheap. But there's a whole bunch of them, right? Yeah. Bearded otter. A bearded otter. Huh. Is that like a sexy phrase I've never heard before? They're called otters. Oh, I legit did not know that. So that's like a thing in some communities? It's a hairy... Oh! So I have twink energy, you say? I mean, I'm 5'3". I probably would not make a very convincing top. Say that much. I'll say that much. I would probably not make a very convincing top. I don't know if I would make a... I don't know if I would have the constitution to be a power bottom, for that matter. It's not a super flattering phrase, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Skinny hair, yeah, skinny but hairy dude. That's an otter. Gotcha. Gotcha. You know what? I learned something. I learned something today. You seem taller. Thank you. That's nice of you to say, Duke. I've had people say that. I've had people say, like, people will like only know me from the streams or know me from, like, you know, internet stuff, and they'd be like, Alex, you give off like taller person energy. Maybe not tall energy, but not short guy energy, which is a compliment to me, because short guy energy is sometimes a very not good thing. Sometimes, you know, someone like exudes short energy and you're like, ooh, I don't know, there's like some, that guy's got like a chip on their shoulder or some shit. So who knows? Anyway, so back to Cassia, or Cassia maybe. And she was like, you want to know about me? You know, Senpai notices me. So yeah, let's ask her about her background. Also, I think she is very tall. I think she is indeed very tall. She could pick me up and put me on her shoulders.
Oh, what was it?
Was it Dan Sugarman? Sugarman. I feel like I would recognize that name. That's a very memorable name.
Too vague.
Yeah, it is. It is midnight, Mike. I appreciate you hanging out with us, Michael. Mr. Moonspine. He's an old college buddy. He's a good lad.
In purple livery.
He's one of those good dudes. One of those good humans.
The lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination.
So now she's saying that, like,
Is painting these pictures.
she's lived in other places for sure, and she dreams about some of these places. And maybe that's where, or actually, but she's saying like, well, but I can't exactly remember. Maybe is it my imagination, not my memory, that leads these paintings that she does? What is your life like right now?
Station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty.
So it's all about prepping her for her
Astrography,
Navigator stuff.
numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, great...
They did, no, they covered Crystal Planet. I fucking love that song.
He would
Solid
entrust
song on a good album too.
beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Any friends?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit...
Oh, we did see the cage.
I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused and died soon after.
Oh, that's sad.
The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste...
So nobody wanted to be your friend.
idle
Well, all right.
chatter.
You got a whole crew full of friends now.
There were only servants on the station, and you know they have their vocal cords
Oh, right.
removed,
Nobody could talk to her anyway.
their vow of silence.
Right.
And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish.
Garish?
Apologies.
She's not wrong.
Noisy.
She's not wrong.
Don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing.
Why don't you just carve out all their tongues?
Restraint.
And I'm over here like, you're right.
Are highborn,
All right,
are
let's
they not?
remove some tongues and vocal cords. Chop, chop. Everyone line up. Give me a rusty spoon and some, and like some tweezers. Cannot maim people just because it's in his power to do so. Depriving servants of their voice is not particularly widespread outside of House Orselia. I like the noise. It fills the ship with life. I like one of these two. To look after his subjects. Let's go with, I like this one. This one's like kind of straight and to the point.
With life. Ugh, if only you could take my place and watch this kaleidoscope. Every voice is a flash of color. Every conversation a shimmering glow. Every argument is an
Yeah, getting some Satriani. So I live in St. Louis, Missouri. Satriani and I think Steve Vai are coming to St. Louis in like a duo tour thing. I want to say in April, and I'm heavily considering going. I have a couple friends that are also thinking about going, so I might do like a kind of a friend meetup with it, with that as kind of a center point to it. So I've seen Steve Vai before, but I've never gotten to see Satriani before. He hasn't been to St. Louis in a long time, so it might be kind of fun. I haven't been to a concert in a long time. I've been out of the concert game for a hot minute. Yeah, what's the third eye exactly?
The Navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the
St. Louis, baby. That's right, Duke. That's right.
And therefore it is the symbol of
That's
our
where I've
power.
been. I've been in the general area all my life, although I grew up in Illinois.
Found
So,
worthy of
but not like
uncommon gift.
super far away, Illinois, like
One of the
an
duties
hour and a
that
half
we
away.
bear is to guard our
North of Chicago, yeah. I was actually in Chicago earlier this year,
that may bear
visiting my brother. Yeah, I have the brother whose age is closest to me. He lives in Chicago. He's been there for a couple years. Him and his fam. So we got the stars of the humanity. We have an uncommon gift. We have to use it properly.
I am aware that lesser servants.
Her appearance might be a little bit repulsive.
find our appearance.
I mean, she's tall. The eyeballs weird. The gangly limbs. Yeah.
The Navigator
Aw, we can tell her she's pretty.
features the rabble are used to seeing.
We're in Illinois. For privacy reasons, I won't like say like, oh, I grew up in this town. But like, I'll say like the general area around like Collinsville and like Edwardsville, like an hour, maybe an hour and a half away from here. That's generally like where I came from, like O'Fallon, Illinois. These are like, they're all like kind of smaller towns, honestly. Troy, Illinois. I'm just kind of rattling off like some of the towns like around that region. So yeah, Southern Illinois, but the phrase Southern Illinois is kind of a misnomer. Southern Illinois means anything south of Chicago, generally speaking. I have some family in Carbondale though, and that's real far south. You do not look repulsive. Do we want to tell her she's pretty? Should we tell our tall Navigator waifu she's pretty? I know someone who lives there, unfortunately. Unfortunately for you to know them, or unfortunately for them to have to live there. I don't go there terribly often. Gracie has some family that lives in Troy. So we're in that general neck of the woods sometimes. But yeah, not super often. I'm gonna go for it. Hold me back. Hold me back.
Lord Captain, you are overstepping the bounds of propriety.
I call it how I sees it, lady. Only improper thought. No, let's not take it too far. You take it too far, man. Take it too far. You got no, not to cross the line. Oh, well, that's also maybe a bit too much too. I don't want to cross the line. No, I don't want to take it too far. Let's just let's like keep it respectful. I'm looking respectfully. Wait, what's that word? Svengoolie? I don't think I know that name. Satellite office out there. Just not a big fan of it. Gotcha.
I see. Forgive me. I misunderstood.
What's it like doing this navigation thing?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Elronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to
It's
me.
different for every navigator.
But everything changed when I found my own.
Yeah, Carbondale, El Gaza, yeah. I was there just a couple months ago. Or actually, no, 1 month ago.
My rare
For Thanksgiving.
moments of leisure
Yeah,
time.
I'm with you. It's okay, honestly.
You may recall
It's not like a
working
dump.
in my chambers.
And it's a college town, so it's got some cool stuff, but it's just fine, honestly.
An indescribable feeling.
And the
came
gills, yeah, the gills are
I moved
weird,
the brush,
I imagine.
Going deeper and deeper into my own painting.
So the painting is a really big part of it
Within
then.
the vibrant colors of my palette. And something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
Right, so the painting is like what kind of guides her.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It's
interesting phrasing.
Swamp mud oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me.
Carbondale and Edwards. Well, that's the thing, because yeah, there's a Southern Illinois University in both towns. Yeah, I mean, I'm closer to Edwardsville, so I like that one more. I'm more familiar to it. But no, I have a bunch of family that are from Carbondale, and some even went there for college.
You will hear no objection from
What do your special eyes tell you?
Guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her.
She likes Argenta.
Seemingly inexplicably.
There's a fog behind her.
Dark and
It burdens her.
ugly fog billow behind her. Contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is
She's not
hardly
aware of it.
Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at.
Aw.
Whenever the Seneschal
She likes Rosarian.
heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him.
So Rosarian's the only one she really trusts.
Dearest emotions are like a maelstrom,
She fears Adira. Understandable.
Rivaled,
Understandable.
enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or
Will she be my Dami Mama? Yeah, there's some like
Lord Captain?
some very unique characters in our group here. But when it yeah, if the game gives proposes a selection of, all right, who's your waifu, who's your favorite, then we'll have to make some tough choices.
I have enjoyed your...
Very good. So we got to learn more about her. Here's the helmsman. I don't think he would have much new stuff to talk about. I could be like, who are you? I haven't done the who are you one yet with anybody. I don't want to be rude to my bros. Argenta, how you doing, girl?
Greetings.
Is it that's keeping you here? You know what? I'm actually kind of curious. Yeah, if there's something that keeps her.
This ship was
Here
targeted
specifically.
by heretical pirates, which means that my presence here and the assistance I provide to you are my sacred duty. Sooner or later, I will likely have to return to Footfall to protect its reliquary. But for now, I wish to remain a part of the Rogue Traders' crew.
Hell of a way to go, Irishman. I respect it. I respect it. She's already in love with shooting things and her duty, her duty of her sacred job, her sacred role that she performs. Irishman, your comment makes me think of that Gianni video. I love women who can just fucking murder me. I'm talking watermelon in the thighs level of carnage. Love that video. You might be of use to me. We'll see this one. What's this? This one's nice and friendly.
Those are very courteous words, Rogue Trader. Thank you, both for your words and your hospitality.
It's nice to be nice. It's nice to have friends. It's good. Thank you for the conversation. We'll see you around. Who else? Who else could we converse and make friends with? Because Warhammer is all about making friends. That's what this game is ultimately about. But Alex, I thought Warhammer was about singing the praises of the God Emperor and smiting evil and navigating the warp and cleansing chaos. Nah. It's all about friendship. Like, I was able to detect that with zero hesitation. All right, let's get some shipping and stuff going. So Thunderfang is our only merchant ship, I suppose. Like, could I say one of these others and just bring up a ship? Yeah, she's married to the church. I respect it. I respect it. The Fallout, yeah, there's some Fallout vibes for sure. Fallout and Baldur's Gate 1 for sure. Shooting people, blood, the bolt gun. Yeah, the bolt gun is a special one for sure. Man, and enjoying being a bad guy. Agreed, yeah. The machine cult. Yeah, who's the most interesting? St. Drusus. Mankind's Crusade, bringing new worlds into the Imperium full. They're probably more like the normie stuff. And these guys are all about machine stuff. And then these guys are a crime syndicate. And then these guys are questionable. And there's the Navy. In the Navy. I think that might be like the most chill. Or maybe not chill, but the most like reliable, but there's nothing there. All right, well, I guess if I want to trade with anybody, it's going to be you guys. Does anybody happen to know if there's any downside to letting this go above my capacity? Fuel's at 112, armor kits at 105. Like, I'm worried that if I hold off on selling things for too long, I'll, like, take on more than I can carry and start to have bad times. Because I don't know if I necessarily care this much about these guys to, like, spend a bunch of my stuff on selling to them right now. They have some things that would be nice for sure, but, like, the other guys could have cooler stuff. So I'm wondering if I should save up. Friendship, and the lack of it will destroy the galaxy. Galaxy, just freaking go for it. I mean, you're probably right. I mean, what do I have in my and look what I have in my cargo. Can I show? Oh, show tradable, I see. Like, I could almost max out reputation, actually. There's no max carry weight. That's reassuring, at least. And so, because you can only trade with what you have maxed out at any given time. So, show tradable. What would that potentially get me? I don't know what it takes to get to... Actually, maybe this means this RP level, maybe that gets me to level 1. And that would get us force grenades and medikits and some kind of badass melee weapon and maybe a cool ranged weapon. It's not that great. Melee weapon's pretty cool, though. Have a good night, Fivinger. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Stalker gloves. I think we already have some of those. Yeah, we do have some of those, yeah. And some other cool light armor. Pretty solid. Actually, it's better than what I have right now. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe there is something to go for this, then. So, let's go ahead. I don't think there was anything that I was kind of, like, wanting to sit on. I think we have everything on our inventory I was considering. So let's go ahead and... There we go. Go for what we have here. Bloop. So that gets it close to rank 1. And we'll be able to get some cool stuff for sure. Now, what is this? Ranged attacks decrease their dodge by 5%, but it does not stack. Just fine. So bad guys have a harder time dodging. It's flimsy obstacles. We have 4 of those already. That is a flamer. My guy can't use it, but other people might. Let's definitely get this thing. I don't know if there's any downside to getting more of these bad boys, because from what I can tell, it just adds to the stack. I'm curious about the flamer. Might be kind of fun. Different crates at different values. Good for Argenta? Good to know. Good to know, thank you. But that's also good to know, Irishman, that yeah, sometimes it's worth keeping an eye on what they trade in. Oh, is that over here? So heretic trophies, Xeno artifacts. Oh, so maybe I should have saved some of those, but that's fine, that's fine. It's nice to offload stuff, and we got a lot of reputation for it anyway. Because yeah, we gave a stack of miscellaneous that they didn't really give too many shits about. But yeah, that's really helpful. That's super, super helpful. And some of these are already pretty close to being full. In fact, it looks like they don't even accept holy gifts at all. And melee weaponry is still pretty top, still pretty high. Yeah. Sounds good. Whoops. Successful trading sequence. Very nice. Anything else I want to talk about with this guy? I think, bolstering... What was it? There's one of these options that would allow us to respec. If we wanted to respec our characters. But only partially. It wouldn't let us, like, choose a different archetype. But it would let us choose different talents. And I definitely am thinking I might want to switch out of some of those. But it comes at the cost of wealth or profit, whatever it's called. So, a little bit worried about what that would have us lose. What awaits me in the future?
Let's hear what they're whispering about you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The voices
So,
are
nothing in
going
particular.
wild. I can't make out a thing. None of the officers knew the Lord Captain well. Not even Abaddon.
So, trainer lets you respect. Gotcha. Bolstering.
else.
Lets you create a new character. That's cool.
Never listen to anything.
So if I didn't like this guy, I can make a new guy.
Without her permission, I'd be going out through the airlock. I'm not an idiot, so I never stuck my nose where it didn't belong. Only when I was asked.
Never listen to anything in the warp without her permission. Makes sense.
It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that she's gone. Lady von Valancius gave me everything I have. She opened the stars to me and the paths between them. I still think I can hear her voice. Of course.
Thanks for talking at me. Good chit chat. All right. There's some inventory things I want to consider. Because we have a number. Oh, what's this? My own quarters. Have I gone to my quarters yet? I can't remember. Check out the digs. I haven't been in here yet. It's empty. Big. It's weird that I still have the framed painting of my predecessor here. Yeah, we missed out on the story. I see. So if you want like a really customized, bespoke crew of bros and brodettes, we could, if we so desired. Coat of arms. Do we have that like properly displayed on our guy somewhere? Not obvious, but maybe we do. Just curious if there was like an obvious place where you could see the coat of arms displayed. Maybe it's like implied somewhere. Oh, what is this actually? Schematics of the flagship. Notes, reports, documents. The Lord Captain's quarters. It just, can I have my own picture commissioned? My own framed painting commissioned? That's not so much to ask, right? It's tattooed on his butt cheek? Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking, Ogasso. Like it. Oh, right. This is the DLC stuff. Right. More resolve when we kill an enemy, and then better logic. Oh, wait, no. That's what I have right now. Let's find all characteristics. That's pretty good, actually. We got lots of cool things to play with. Yeah, that's from the DLC. And it's not even a DLC that you had to pay for. It's just if you own the game before, like, January 13th, you just get that for free. Big ol' honky-ass clock. And then that's my... Okay, we can access the cargo, if we so needed. My personal cogitator. Shrine of Remembrance. Are these credits of people who made the game? A lot of people. Some of them are normal names, some of them are like gamer names. A raiding sniper. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool. You can get it replaced. That would be, yeah, with this portrait, exactly. I want that to be front and center when someone first walks in to my quarters. That's what's staring them down. Get a badass ogre. I hope we get ogres. That'd be great. Or orcs, rather. And then the game goes on sale on January 14th. Yeah, I mean, actually, I guess the Steam holiday sale is live right now, so there might be a sale going right now, perhaps. Polished skull. That's kind of nice and weird. Some unknown Xenos. The bony face is mocking me. Looks like an orc, actually. Oh, maybe they were backers. You're right, because there was, I think, some kind of beta... I don't know if it was early access or Kickstarter or what, but I think there was some kind of beta access thing. I learned to play the organ. Pipe organ, too. Badass. Idle for many years. Yeah, probably. You can replace the painting? Oh, buddy. That sounds wonderful. Game was interrupted. The winner was never decided. Probably when people got murdered. That shit did happen. And cool guns. Display weapons. I guess I can't actually take them down to use them. This. Text is faded. Kept open on this page for a long time. It's probably more for show. And that's a taxidermied creature, I think, right? Is it a creature? Looks like a shark head, kinda. It's a fragment, it says. And there's more. Long Dead Eyes, this fierce monster. They're just looking guns, not shooting guns. Is that a looking sword, not a stabby sword? Disappointing. Is the implication that I don't have a toilet? Does the Lord person, Lord Captain, not poop? Or maybe I just poop in this water. Maybe there's just an extremely large toilet. A moment of weakness and rest promises nothing but danger. Surely I can relax for like 5 seconds to you know, bathe, right? Listen to me, being a gamer and bathing. Come on, get out of here, Alex. Ridiculous. What this? Cracked data slate. Got any games on this thing? Do you have Angry Birds? I don't know what any of that means. I'll take it, I guess. Not sure what to make of it. This thing, what this? Yeah, mix of gamer names, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I love it, Ogasso, I love it. Fountains is where I poop. Then it begs the question of where do I bathe? Hopefully it's not the same place. So this is something that was probably written by my predecessor, by Theodora. Mistake cost me too much, so saith this person. He failed to what he was supposed to be. Oh, irreproachable at, rather. Uncovering spies. So there was a spy in their ranks that was not caught. Yeah, this is written by Theodora for sure. Let his disinheritance serve as a humiliating but instructive lesson from which he may yet learn. Yeah, because for some reason, we learned, for some reason, he was originally considered to be an heir to Theodora, but there was some kind of mistake, some kind of schism that prevented that. So, very good. Filling you with an odd sense of dread, all this space, all the stars. Got my own little personal robot panel thingy of some kind. And I think that's it. I think I've pretty much taken the sights and sounds and smells of our personal quarters. Let's head back and see if we can get that painting replaced with something a little bit more befitting of my caliber. Yes, I'm very excited. Because Janek would be the guy, right? This guy over here, wherever he is. Yoo-hoo, Janek, where is you? Is over here. Yes. I have a very specific request. Please and thank you. Fiery Reckoning. Actually, yeah. What does he say about this? Not familiar, he says. Sign a contract with the owners of a vessel with the designation Fiery Reckoning. Translation records of a ship. The log ends there. Apparently the ship had some interactions. Says, sorry, this is about all I got. There we go. I want to replace the painting. Hang my portrait instead. It shall be done. Yay. I'm excited. Oh, the Skaven. I do remember the Skaven. I do remember the Skaven in Vermintide. Cool. Thanks, fam. Alright, now I gotta go see it. I gotta go see it. I want to behold its elegance and its beauty. Yes! Oh god. There it is. Oh, there's a thumbnail. There's a thumbnail for the video. Oh my god. It's beautiful. They did a great job. They also did this very quickly. They spun it up real fast. She's a beaut, Clark. A beaut. Majestic portrait painted by a skilled artist greets guests. Skilled indeed. I feel powerful. I feel so very powerful right now. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It really, really is. Excellent stuff. All right, there was some inventory stuff I want to consider. And then we'll go on to the next area. We do have levels to do. I feel bad. I feel like I keep saying I need a little bit more time. I need to do some off-stream reading. I need to just read through a bunch of stuff, mark a bunch of stuff as favorites. There's more. There's more that I want to do off-stream, and I know it's kind of dry scrolling through all the talent tree, or talent lists rather. It's a lot, and I do not ask that of you, dear viewer, to endure that for me, with me, or for me. So we'll do some of that off stream, right? Go through the lists of stuff and favorite the ones I think are worth considering. The level screen, yeah, it's a tough one. It's a lot. It's dense. It's a lot to read through, and of course, we have a vested interest in taking it seriously and making sure we read it for sure. And again, we have a bunch of like these extra notes and books for things. Am I able to get rid of these? I guess I could probably cargo them as miscellaneous, right? Get a badass plasma gun. I mean, that does sound pretty nice. We do have a melta gun, a flamer, but that has to be for a gun specialist, which is not my guy. We have a couple things though. So we have, this is our old armor. I want to see how this looks. Oh my god. We look so cool. We also look absurd, but kind of badass. So, more to logic, plus 1 to resolve. Now, I will confess, I don't think I know what resolve. Oh, here we go. Efficiently and long characters can fight in battle. Momentum gained. Okay. So that's when you hit, when my guy kills an enemy, we get more resolve. But only when we kill something. We also have this, which gives us more logic. And then this, slightly better hit chance and slightly better crit chance. Now, I'm going to give that to whoever already has like the best hit and crit chance. I don't know if we have, I guess it'd be here. I'm trying to look to see if there's like a general hit and crit chance thing. Yeah, heroic abilities, exactly, yeah. We have a melta gun. Is that this guy? The flamer? Because yeah, my guy can't use it, but someone else can. Someone else can use that shit. Yeah, that shouldn't go on my guy. That should go on the other... Who's the best persuader? She's very tall. Look at the red eyes. Very terrifying. I can't see, like, the long fingies. Yeah, persuasion 50, actually. She's quite persuasive. Mine is dog shit. 30. 35. She is the master persuader. Persuader, but I hardly even know her. So you get these. There you go. And then... So it's down to these two. Oh, and this thing. So slightly better logic, better hit chance. I think my guy, he is the logic guy, so I think I'm gonna give that to him. Oh, okay. So melta is, I thought melta was like a term for like flame weapons. But yeah, I got you. I got that. That's a specific weapon. Specific weapon, I don't have it. I have a flame weapon. So I have the baby version of the melta gun. Shotguns, gotcha. Okay. But more. Shotgun, but more. That makes sense. Whole lot of that. Yeah, I was looking to see about... I can see my parry chance. Dodge chance, all that jazz. I guess I should just give that to whoever has, like, the best shot. That'd be weapon skill and ballistic skill. In my case, it's ballistic skill. She's not really a weapons person, nor is she. This guy is really good at swing at things. She is really good at shoot at things. Immunity to enemy critical hits for the first 3 rounds of combat. That's pretty sick, actually. And I think only she can wear this, for that matter, too. Because I think only she is dogmatic enough. So I am iconoclast right now. She is dogmatic, but not very high. This guy's more iconoclast, and yeah, she is big dogmatic. So in that case, I might give this to him. He does have, like, a decent bit of armor. 30%. So without this... It's down by 5%. Let's go for that then. She's the only one that can use the flamers. Yeah, that'd be, I think, a good offhand weapon. I think the sniper makes less sense for her because she already has a weapon that has pretty good range. 12 range is pretty good. 15 is better, obviously, but 12 is like pretty nice. This, of course, has lower range, but that spray and pray, oh, baby. Be still my beating heart. Yeah, to me, that's an obvious choice. It should definitely go to her. I was actually hoping it would be, like, on her back. Like, slung on her back. Yeah, playing the Warhammer type tabletop game. That makes sense. I'm surprised she can't wear this thing. Maybe only I can wear that, actually. And this would make a lot more sense for me to wear because +5 to all characteristics, hell yeah. Gotta keep my guy healthy. Yo, we look badass. Look at that shit. Like the royal purple. Very regal. I like it. Yeah. Give her the sniper. Yeah, I think I gave her a sniper already, but this is a better sniper. And I guess that's the thing. It should go to whoever has the better ballistic skill of kind of the other folks, and they're both samesies, so I'll give it to her. We'll maintain sniper rifle. And then you can get the other one as an offhand, of course. Rather than an auto pistol, probably. Can I send that to cargo? Yeah, add to cargo. There we go. It's kind of nice you can just do that. So I can't... Actually, yeah, maybe I should just drop this then. Unless I could, like, sell it in some way. But it seems like a lot of these kind of quest items are pretty useless. Yeah, that's a good point, too. Yeah, the operative definitely deserves to have that kind of... That is an option. The las gun is also tempting. Especially because there's a burst fire mode. I'm definitely not going to have both of these people in close range. I'm going to have them far away from things if I can help it. So being able to shoot from far away is nicer. And of course the burst fire, she's not a great shot, so I don't know if I should give that to her. Maybe the sniper's the better choice. The las gun's kind of tough sometimes, yeah. I mean, this one's better. It's not great, but it's better. In fact, that's so much better than these two. I think I'm just going to send these to the cargo. Shotguns are fun, but not always a good idea, unfortunately. This gun is, like, better than some of the other stuff we saw previously, but I just don't know if it's worth it. I think we got a really badass revolver, though. Who can use that? That has got to be... Doesn't actually say, just not that person. Oh, I think it says strength of 35. It's hefty. My guy can use it. My guy does have, like, a dual pistol option. I barely have the strength for it. I gave this guy a shotgun as an offhand. With low agility. That's good. That's really nice then, yeah. An auto stubber? I don't know what that is. It's probably not this. This is an auto pistol. Which has a cool rate of fire. Now, I'll confess, I'm not sure I understand what rate of fire does. I know I can't shoot 8 times in a single turn. I know, of course, there's a pistol burst, which makes me shoot, I think, twice in a single turn. I know the sniper rate of fire 1 means I can only shoot once per turn, obviously, but yeah, I'll confess it's only for the burst fire attacks. Okay. So in this case, for pistol burst, that doesn't mean I shoot 8 times. Like, there's no way, right? That'd be ridiculous. Because if that's what that is all about, then actually it is pretty impressive. This rate of fire is 2. Oh man, maybe if that is 8, then that actually would be kind of sick. Maybe that would be better than this thing, then. That would give me 2... Actually, can I see what that looks like? I want to see what my guy looks like when he's got 2 cool pistols. Pretty badass, actually. Pretty badass. But it could be... Exactly, that's the trade-off. It's low damage. It is low damage, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. I accidentally gave my guy the dual-wielding perk because I misread it. I thought it meant I could shoot once with my on-hand, my primary weapon, and then, like, get 1 shot from something in my second hand. I later learned that's not the case. But since I have that perk, I'm wondering, well, maybe I should look for opportunities like this. Maybe I should look for opportunities to use those. Use those bad boys. So we'll keep them for now. I think, yeah, so I gave her a sniper rifle. That's good. I don't think I have any need for these last pistols, so I'll go ahead and cargo these. Cargo the swords, I think. Did I get any cool melee weapons for my guy? For this guy. We've kind of been using just his starter chainsword and just the basic sword. Yeah, and also, yeah, less accuracy. Exactly. That was exactly it, Irishman. But I was like, but there's so many times where with my guy in particular, I don't have a lot of things that burn action points. So I'm just sitting on extra action points. It's like, I'll take an extra shot, even if there's no guarantee. I'll still try it, but yeah, sadly, it was not going to happen. Yeah, bolters, yeah. Maybe, I think we could spec into it eventually. Eventually. Add those to cargo. So mesh chest plate is kind of the standard for the heavy armor, at least. She's got light armor. She's got light armor, yeah. And then there's this thing. This is a robe that goes on like a back side, I think. Ranged attacks decrease their target's dodge, but it does not stack. It's kind of cool. Actually works really well with this character, I think. Kind of surprised she didn't have a back item. I could give this to her. Or... that looks cool. I like that. That fits well with the scars, I think. That's the thing. She doesn't have a lot of armor. So none of us do. Bloop. Raises it up by 5, though. That's good. And then resolve whenever they kill an enemy. We do have her kill things. You wear this. And you wear this. Now, interestingly enough, there's no cosmetic aspect of wearing the helmet. It's definitely doing something. Huh. Maybe the eyeball thing is... the third eye cover is more... takes higher priority. Yeah, no reason not to do it, exactly. Yeah, but that's the problem. Since my guy mainline sniper rifles, that's where I'm thinking maybe I should, like, do more the gunslinger thing. Maybe I should be... anyway, I started blasting. Maybe I should just start blasting. It would mean my offhand is this weapon. Well, I guess it depends on which one I'm shooting first. This one does quite a lot of damage. It's really not that far away from the long las. Yeah, Argenta's great with burst fire, yeah. Yeah, and my guy is an operative, obviously. And he's the tank. Yeah, Abelard, he is very good at tanking. He has done a great job. Been very proud of him. Very proud. Tech use is good. When the wearer deals damage, the target's weapon skill and ballistic skill goes down. 2 rounds. Stacks with 3 times. I'm gonna give that to her as well. Cause we tend to have Argenta do a lot of things. We tend to do that burst fire a lot to like hurt bad guys a bunch. So that makes sense for her to have that. Cold to the touch. I don't know what it does. Nobody can wear it. It's just a quest item. I say let's add to the jewelry cargo. Yeah, add to cargo. Can I add this to cargo? No, I cannot. How about this? Can add that. This guy, nope. Books, info, yeah. What do you guys think? Should I drop a bunch of these kinds of things? I mean, I can read the details, but it's just kind of clogging up my inventory. Oh, this should go somewhere, by the way. Who's not have a cape right now? Fellowship. Yeah, he should have fellowship for sure. Now she can... oh, it needs to be iconoclast. You can't wear that either. So, whoops. So only me and this fella. And this one is way better for me. And I think this other one is better for him too. Each enemy have 2 cell radius. Yeah, he's in melee all the time. That should do it. Yeah. So keep the long last and also maybe a slug. I'm guessing slug sniper would be the standard snipey boy. I think I gave the well-maintained one. The solid. That's solid, right? So we can give this las gun to her. Just she's got that as like a bonus thing. So thinking I should just have the dual wield snipers? Yeah, you go for the solid one. Better hit percent or better damage? Because, yeah, the hit percent's a little bit better. Not much, though. For the solid weapon, that is. Additional hit chance is a little bit better. Slightly worse damage. So we'll keep it on deck. We'll keep it on deck as an option, at least, for sure. I don't know. I kind of want to like experiment around with this, see how I like it. If I just don't like the dual wielding thing, I could spec out of it, obviously. But for now, I'm like kind of thinking maybe, but I don't know. More experimentation needs to be done to determine for sure. Also, I'm still really enjoying the fact that I gave this guy a shotgun. I'm looking forward to when he gets to use it. Dodge reduction is big on enemies that have high agility, though. That's good to know. Oh, you're right. Well, hold on. Dodge reduction on the las gun, not as good on the sniper rifle, on the slug sniper rifle. I see what you're saying. That is significant. Yeah, that is significant. Max ammo is also higher. Yeah, because when I saw the las gun, I was like, this is just better. But yeah, I see what you're saying about the additional hit chance. I will keep that in our employ for a little bit longer as well. Keep those. Okay. I think I've inventoried enough for now. There's a lot of things on her we don't have equipped. Like no, like a lot of slots we don't have anything set for her. Definitely makes sense for her to have armor because she's more about dodging. Yeah, some better options later on. That's a good point too. I mean, this is the starting rifle. And yeah, maybe with that in mind, since this is the starting rifle, I think I will just keep it on her for now. You look so cool with your badass staff, your badass sniper rifle, and your fucking helmet of murder death. By the way, Navigator, that's obviously going to be for you. Except I think that's what she has right now. Staff of House Orsilio. What are the deets? She can melee with it, and looks like that's... Oh, no, she can castigate. Cast a gate. Just one gate. Enemies targeted. Make a -5 to everything. It does stack, and it's renewed every time the same enemy becomes the target of their powers. So any power at all, they get hit by this -5. And it boosts willpower and perception. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I'm actually not too far behind you, Irishman. I think we're going to be wrapping up pretty soon here. I once again, really, really appreciate your help in helping me learn this game. I have a lot to learn. I'm a Warhammer 40k greenhorn, but I feel so empowered with knowledge. My brain, I feel like my portrait right now. I feel like my brain is expanding and is being slightly twisted and warped with how much knowledge I've gained. So I really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. Have a good night, my friend. Much appreciation. Infusing is the other one. Infusing and castigating again. Okay, we have a duplicate then. So this was the Guardian. Allies targeted by the Navigator. Oh, so we can either make bad guys Sag or make good guys Gladge. Yeah, I would love to recruit an orc. But that would be a xenotype, and I think that's like an enemy of the Imperium. So we might not get a chance to get to play with orcs, but I would love it. I would love it, honestly. What's up, Corey? Castigating, trading, maybe? You might not be wrong. What are her powers, for that matter? Let's see what she's all about. Features. So, Lidless Stare. That was the one we saw earlier. Does some badass damage. Some sick damage. Now, it costs action points, obviously. Is there no degradation? Because maybe she's not a psyker by like the technical definition of things. Spends all movement points. Okay, so that is a downside. And that's the only attacking thing you can turn in that turn. But that range of that thing is incredible. Voice of command. One friendly creature. Awesome. There's a round for cooldown, obviously. Man, that's sick. So yeah, that's the thing. Do we make bad guys Sag or do we make good guys Gladge? The thing about it is that, like, when it comes to bosses, bad guy, they're gonna be like immune to a bunch of shit, or they're gonna have a bunch of perks to like well, I guess that's the thing. It's just negatives. It'll just diminish some numbers, you know. It'll just hurt some of their characteristics. It's not like a super elaborate status effect, because you know status effects are usually boss characters are immune to that kind of shit. So yeah, I'm kind of going back and forth which I want to do. Do I want to castigate, or do I want to take down bad guys and make them sad, or do I want to raise up buddies and make them happy? Yeah, finest hour, that's what we got affected by previously, which was really cool. This character seems exceptionally powerful. This character seems very good. I'm sure they're kind of a glass cannon, but they seem just truly amazing. So I'm excited. Excited to try them out. So yeah, so for her, still with the willpower and reception is perception is nice. Renewed every time the same enemy becomes the target. This bonus stacks. This bonus stacks and is prolonged. Yeah. Yeah, they're both solid. They both do the same damage. I think what I will do is... Oh, it's because I'm looking at the same thing. Oh, they're all staves. Okay, they all have the same name. Yeah. Well, for one thing, I'm going to probably add that to cargo, because I don't think we need a duplicates necessarily. Yeah. Knowing me, I'm probably going to be targeting bad guys with her. But I'll probably infuse allies. I'll probably infuse allies first. I'll infuse allies first, and then I'll damage. So I think we're just gonna keep this as an offhand. Am I playing the Imperium? I think that's what this is. I mean, we are a rogue trader at the service of the Empire. So yeah, I think we are ultimately doing things at the behest of the Imperium. I think that's like kind of how this game works, or how this game is formulated, basically. Gave her the light armor. At some point, we need some better light armor for her. Hopefully sooner than later. I think I'm gonna stash these two. Add them to cargo for now. Gonna add this extra shotgun to cargo. Keep these two. Although, what's this one do? It's just another Psyker staff, right? It is the same in every way, I think. I think I can probably stash that one too. Cargo that one. And then the mesh chest plate, that's medium armor. The only person that wears that is this guy, and he's got the same thing, so I think I will stash that as well. Cargo it. Okay. And then this guy, yeah, I'll hang on to it for now. That could still come in handy at some point. Is there an auto sort option? Like, kind of move things around for us? Boop, there we go. Nice. All right. Well, we did a lot today. I feel really good about this. We're still learning the systems. Much appreciated to the Mad Irishman hanging out here and giving us some very helpful intel on how the lay of the land works for this game. I still have much to learn. We still have much to do as well. The Coronis Expanse is expansive, to say the least. Check the map real quick and kind of chart what we think we'll do next. We've been trading with Thunderfang. They've been mostly okay, I think. They haven't tried to murder us yet. That is. We have objectives in all these places. I'll probably do like side objectives next a couple times, because I think the thing we did up here was one of the big ones, getting a Navigator. So we need to replenish the crew. We need to get a keeper, machine spirit keeper. There's another word for it. And yeah, there's stuff over in this planet. We need to scan that first. So yeah, lots of stuff to do. Void ship management. We get to see our cool ship. And I don't really know what any of this entails. I'm guessing this is stuff that we'll have to worry about later. Probably after we leave the star system. I don't know if there's going to be ship combat. I don't know like what this is all going for, but there's weapons. There's cannons. There's armor and shields, engines. I'm guessing this will be its own system at some point later on. And eventually do upgrades. There's stuff for the future, for sure. By the way, what would she do? She would be Supreme Commander. There we go. And then she is Master Cannon person. And then I am Shield. And then you are Maneuvering. And then somebody else will be Warp Channeler. So it makes sense for her to be it. Oh no, I should be over here. 70 versus 63. I'm amazing at Master of Etherics, whatever. Like, I don't know what any of these things are. I don't know what these things are, and I'm too afraid to ask. So, yeah, things to consider for the future. Unfortunately, shield map, yeah, she's not really great at a lot of these things. I guess put you there so I still have this. I don't think any of this will matter for the time being, but eventually this will become something we'll have to worry about. But eventually we'll also have more than just 6 people. We can only have 6 people in our immediate party when we're adventuring, that kind of thing. But I think you can have up to 9 or 10, I think, just in your command, just in general, on the ship. A crew of aliens, it'd be badass. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know for sure, but I would assume it's probably Imperium humans for the most part. But yeah, I would love it if we could have some opportunities to have some weirdos and like outsiders and renegades hanging out with us. I think that'd be sick. We're gonna save here, friends. This game is awesome, and I'm liking it a lot, even though it's at times overwhelming and even maybe slightly frustrating because we've had a few bugs from time to time. I'm liking it, and we'll play more of it. Maybe even tomorrow. I think I will be able to play tomorrow.